From the Turtles from Maryville University, number 17, Jeff Henry. From the Sharks from Middle Georgia State, number 16, Jonah Friedman. From the Turtles from Edward Waters, number 6, Kason Sherling. And from the Sharks from Bruton Parker College, number 7, Alex Blackman. And now the catchers for Team Entorcia. The Dolphins from Coastal Bend College, number 11, Bobby Irving. From the Sharks from Augusta University, number 23, Dune Stanisiewski. From the Dolphins from Garden City Community College, number 29, Brady Eklund. And the infielders for Team Entorcia from the Hawks. From Jacksonville, Florida, number 7, Jaden Naismith. From the Sharks from Daytona State College, number 25, Andrew Stanson. From the Stingrays from Polk State Community College, number 16, Dalton Tibbetts. From the Dolphins from Edward Waters University, number 3, Dannon Smith. From the Turtles from FSCJ, number 11, Noah Prudencio. From the Turtles from Daytona State, number 29, Casey Morgan. And from the Turtles from Dunellen, Florida, number 23, Michael Ray. The Team Entorcia outfielders. From the Stingrays from Tallahassee State College, number 7, Elias Murdoch. From the Hawks from Paul D. Camp Community College, number 16, David Salcedo. From the Hawks from Ponte Vedra Beach, number 24, Aiden Forrest. From the Turtles from Flagler College, number 22, George Gilson. From the Turtles from Bossier Parish Community College, number 7, Colin Harris. From the Hawks from Gainesville, Florida, number 1, Cooper Rupert. And from the Stingrays from Toronto, Canada, number 5, Tyler Grisella.
I got plenty of battery. I can go to my car.
Fans, let's welcome to the field our youngsters from the North Florida for the land. And now, ladies and gentlemen, throwing out tonight's ceremonial first pitch, Mr. Frank Frangie. Frank is a well-known and respected fixture in Florida sports broadcasting. He's an afternoon drive talk show host on 1010XL 92.5 FM radio stations in Jacksonville. He's the radio play-by-play voice of the Jacksonville Jaguars NFL football team. Frank is originally from Jacksonville, attended Englewood High School, and later the University of Florida, where he earned a degree in journalism and communications. In 2017, Frank founded Walk Off Charities because, in his words, every child deserves the chance to play baseball. The mission of Walk Off Charities is to provide opportunities, resources, and access to the game of baseball for any youth that desire to learn or play. To accomplish that mission, Walk Off offers clinics, leagues, facilities improvements, tournaments, and scout teams. This past spring, over 900 kids played on 77 youth teams at 17 parks all across Jacksonville that otherwise may not have had the chance to play baseball. Frank is a friend and supporter of the Coastal Collegiate Baseball League for years. Since this park opened in the spring of 2024, Frank has been instrumental in welcoming us to play the majority of our league's games right here at the beautiful Bregan Baseball Complex at Fort Family Regional Park. I would be remiss if I did not mention that Frank is a lifelong, passionate fan of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Fans, let's extend a warm welcome from the CCBL to our friend Frank Frangie. And he'll be throwing tonight to CCBL VP of Operations, Fran Delaney. He sure knows what a strike is. Strike one. Attaboy, Frank. Thanks for coming out tonight. And fans, let's have a great All-Star game. And now at this time, fans, will you please stand and remove your caps? We'd like to draw your attention to the American flag flying in center field. And let's prepare to honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
All-Star Game on Slick Sports. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Bragan Baseball Complex. I am Noah Schlicksup bringing you tonight's action live from Jacksonville, Florida. We are about 2/3 of the way through the CCBL season, and it has been a doozy. Currently, the Dolphins sit first in the CCBL with the Turtles one game back at 11-8. The Sharks in third, Stingrays fourth, Hawks in fifth. It has been a tightly contested year, however, and tonight we see the best of the best as voted by CCBL players and staff taking the field in the Coastal Collegiate Baseball League All-Star Game. We will be back here with live coverage coming up next on Schlick Sports. Welcome back to the Bregan Baseball Complex here on Schlick Sports. I am Noah Schlicksup, joined alongside by CCBL coach and former college baseball player Mark Castle. Mark, great to have you here on Schlick Sports.
Hey, never wanted to be anywhere else in the world.
Well, it is great. Fellow Creekstock guy as well, so good to have you on here.
Nice.
And coach of the CCBL Hawks, and you've seen all these guys throughout the league, so you're going to help me out here with some of this analysis because I'm just a social media guy for this league. So.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'll let you know everybody's deal.
Well, he's got the scouting report. I've got the stats, and we've got some baseball getting going now at the Bregan Baseball Complex. And on the mound for Team Entorcia, we've got Nate Webb. Mark, what do you have on Webb?
Webb, he's going to fill it up. He's got a pretty lively fastball, so it'll be interesting to see if the first inning, if guys show up on time. But he's one of the better arms in the league, obviously, as the all-star starter.
Nate Webb out of Columbus State, 25 strikeouts to just 7 walks in 18 innings pitched this year. He is third in the Coastal Collegiate Baseball League in strikeouts this season. Behind Webb on the field, George Gilson out in left with David Salcido in center, Andrew Stanton in right. Prepati mans third base with Naismith and Ray up the middle. Casey Morgan, the first baseman, and Dune Staniszewski behind the plate. The batting order for Team Rick Wilkins. Jet Cahigas leads things off, one of the Hawks' top guys.
This is the best player in the league.
Best player in the league, according to Mark Castle. And, hey, he's lived up to it. Great speed guy, high batting average. Then Nigel Green, Evan Cuervo behind him. Harrelson, O'Connell, Newman, heart of the order with Kellen Brown, Jackson Garnecki, Jace Akers, and Kaysen McGinnis rounding things out. And one of your guys stepping up to the plate now, Mark, Jet Cahigas.
Don't be surprised if he lays down a bunt right here.
He loves his speed, and I remember he was on.
That's what he does to start most games.
Brenton
Third
Austin
baseman looks like he's all over it, though.
With Action Sports Jacks, and he said he likes to use his speed to his advantage.
He
He's not going to hit over the fence, but right here he flies out to his teammate Salcedo out in center field, one away.
I'm actually surprised he didn't bunt.
Now batting with one away,
Brings up Nigel Green from the Dolphins.
From East Georgia State.
Mark, how's this CCBL season been treating you and the Hawks team?
Pretty good. You know, we haven't had many rainouts or rain delays or anything like that. That's usually the thing when it comes to it, is try to avoid the rain. We've had spurts of good baseball, spurts of bad baseball, but no, the guys are getting better. That's really the main reason we're out here. You know, learning from mistakes, learning how to play baseball. You know, a lot of the guys don't play at their schools and all that. So, you know, they're getting really quality reps, and that's the name of the league. That's the name of the game.
What does the All-Star break kind of do for these guys at this point of the season? Good reset for them?
I think it's a good reset for them. I think it really, yeah, you get a week off, kind of reset, chance to, you know, come back, have a better second half. Whether if you didn't have a good half, you had a good first half, you know, you try to continue that coming into the end of the year and playoffs. So I think it's a really good reset. I think it's really good that these guys get to be honored for their success they've had this season. You know, oh, that's a really good pitch
Nigel
right there.
Green caught looking at strike 3, 2 up, 2 down. Nate Webb off to a nice little start here on the mound.
Now batting with 2 away.
Brings up Evan Cuervo. Just won the home run derby. Slugged 15 home runs over 7 minutes, his 2 rounds. Really impressive performance. And he's a guy who hasn't slugged all that much this season, but you know he showed it off in the derby. When he wants to turn on one, he really can.
Nah, he's one of those guys, he gets in the box and you're like, oh, please do not do damage to this. And he's obviously hit very well this summer. But, yeah, no, he's a guy that when he doesn't hit it out, you're kind of like, thank God he missed that one.
Second in batting average with a .408 batting average this season, and first in doubles. He has struck out just one time over 54 plate appearances.
He gets in there, you know something's about to happen.
In the transfer portal, so coaches get after him.
Look at Webb.
Well, I jinxed him right there. Strikes out looking. Nate Webb with a 1-2-3 frame with 2 strikeouts. When we come back, we'll be joined by Jacksonville Jaguars announcer Frank Frangie on Schlick Sports.
No, this is a dream come true. Never thought I'd be on Schlick Sports. This is one moment of my life.
Well, he'll be back later. Welcome back here to the Bregan Baseball Complex on Schlick Sports, the CCBL All-Star Game in effect here in Jacksonville, Florida. And we've got Riley Barker toeing the slab for Team Wilkins. Barker has been phenomenal this year for the Hawks. Does a nice job of missing bats out there on the mound. 19 strikeouts on the season. Opponents hitting .228 against him. And here in the bottom of the first inning, I'm joined by Frank Frangie from Walk-Off Charities and the broadcaster for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Frank, pleasure to have you here on Schlick Sports.
No, thanks for having me out, and thanks for being out. And what a beautiful night for baseball. We're proud of our Bregan Baseball Complex, and we're glad the CCBL's out here. Glad you're out here. What a good night.
Absolutely. Beautiful night for baseball. Great crowd, and we got a first pitch from you as well. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I need surgery. I'm going to talk to my friend Kevin Kaplan as soon as I can. If the mound, the problem is the mound, no, it wasn't me. Mm-hmm. If the mound was 50 feet, I'd have been right down the middle. Okay, I had a good friend, Delaney was my catcher.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were weak at both spots, really. That's kind of the reality. I mean, the truth is I kind of bounced, but I almost got it there. So I'm very proud of how close it got. So
again, if the mound's 50 feet, it's right down the middle.
Oh, dude, it's a four-seam heater is what it is if the mound's 50 feet.
We got Liam Prepati up at the plate right now, third baseman, and having a great year, both on the mound and at the plate for the Dolphins. And Mr. Frangie, you doing a lot of great work with Walk-Off Charities. You guys have this great complex out here in Bay Meadows. And I got to say, I love the addition of the batter's eye and just the feel of everything. What big projects do you guys have coming up here with Walk-Off Charities?
Yeah, you know what we did? We had more players, and you heard the Rick Kane, our PA guy, announced it beforehand. We had 77 teams this year. We had more teams. That's kids that ordinarily couldn't play baseball that got to play this year. We're really proud of that. No, we had, 77 teams. All those teams had about 10, 12 players apiece, so close to 1,000 players played baseball. We're going to launch a rec league in the fall, which we haven't done before. We have 2 scout teams, 2 travel teams all based on our minority kids. So we've been very active. It's been the most active year we've had. We've affected more children than we've ever had. We're in our 8th year now. This is our 8th year of Walk-Off Charities, and we've put about 11,000 kids through our program one way or the other, and we're trying to just grow that. We really are.
When you started Walk-Off Charities, did you ever imagine it would get to the point you're at now, especially so fast?
Yeah, it's a great question, and I get asked it a lot. I didn't know what to expect. I knew we had to help kids play baseball. I knew that little kids not getting to play on a Little League baseball team was unacceptable. So we had to find a way to make sure every kid got to put that uniform on, and the day you get that uniform, you take it home, and you put it on, and you look in the mirror, and you can't wait for opening day on Saturday. And every kid should get that, Noah. And when we started, that was the bottom line. And I don't think we knew where to go. I don't think we knew how many kids. It's probably bigger than I thought. If I had thought, it's probably bigger than I thought.
Riley Barker on the mound, deals and misses high. That's ball 4 to Liam Prepati. Out here with Frank Frangie of Walk-Off Charities here at the Bregan Baseball Complex. Pretty new, opened up just last year, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, the park opened a year ago, February. And by the way, in our scout team, Jaden Naismith was one of our good players. He's been a big part of the growth of our older kids, and it's going to be fun to watch him play right now. He's come from our team. Yeah, we opened the park last February. The mayor cut the ribbon for us out here. The city has been a great partner, Noah. The city of Jacksonville has been a wonderful partner for Walk-Off, and we've done this park together, and we have an awful lot of baseball and softball play there. We have one of our Little League teams out there in left center field now. Chris and Fran were kind enough to let them join and be part of this all-star celebration. We've got about 7, 8 more teams that are going to get to be part of CCBL games. You see them out there. They're having a big time in the Best Bet Fun Zone. They had free pizza, and they're having a big time. So it's a fun night, I can tell you that.
What else can you ask for? Baseball and pizza.
Baseball and pizza. Really good baseball and really good pizza, bro.
And for free, too,
They get
right?
a T-shirt, too. That's right. So
free clothes. That's my dream night, especially going into college. You give me a free T-shirt, free food.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So they're having a big – so there's a big night for CCBL. It's a big night for us, too. The partnership's one we're really proud of. I've told Chris and Fran I'm overwhelmed with what they've done with this. I do mean that. I'm overwhelmed. I've been to the Cape League 5 times, and it's not all that different. I can tell you the level of play isn't all that different. It's really good. They know what they're doing out here, and we're excited to be part. I told Chris this when he and Fran put it together. I met with them just to listen to what they were doing. I told them, look, I wish you well. I hope you pull it off. You're great baseball guys. And I told both of them, I had no idea it'd be this. I had no idea it would be the level of play, the level of organization, and it's really good. And I tell people about it all the time. You want to go watch good baseball, come over to our ballpark. It's really good baseball.
Fran Delaney, Chris Lane doing a great job here at the CCBL, and amazing to see how quickly this league has grown and the talent that it produces. Naismith out in the right-handed batter's box right now. Walk-off charities guy and having a great season as that pitch skips away.
Yeah, he's a good player. I mean, Jaden's got a chance.
For the past half an hour. And, well, we'll try to get that picture back to you. Who needs them?
I think they're totally overrated.
Well, we did get that picture back just for a split
See,
second.
there you go. There's your picture.
We're working hard out here.
Yeah.
It's hopefully we made it. We got it back. We'll hope it comes back. Jaden Naismith having a great year, hitting north of 290 for the Hawks, and something that's awesome about him, he's out here. He's giving lessons to kids.
You know what? And he really is. We were here during the day the other day, and I saw a bunch of little kids, and Jaden was out coaching them and teaching them. He's a young guy himself. I think, and hopefully what we're trying to accomplish, and I think we can, what we're trying to accomplish is if we can get these little guys to understand the importance of giving back, and then when they become older guys, they're coaching our kids. That's the dream. And I tell our scout team, Noah, there's pressure on you because they're going to look up to you. And it's not just how you play. It's how you wear your uniform. It's how you run on off the field. It's how you treat your teammates. It's how you treat the umpires. It's how you treat your opponents. And I'm really proud of, in our 3 years, how the character they've played with. I mean that very sincerely. They have been that. So we're very excited about who they are and how they've handled themselves. Ooh, boy. There's
that one
shot.
out in the left center field. That's going to score a run. George Gilson driving in at least one. Racing home is Naismith. He will score. George Gilson with a 2-run double. And Team Antorcha strikes first.
Well, that was a shot there.
Maybe a little added aggression after the home run derby. The Turtles unable to put up any home runs against this wind blowing in from left field. And George Gilson, a guy who has had a lot of success across multiple levels, had some big-time moments at St. John's Country Day. It's great to see those local guys out here especially.
That's right. Yeah, and I think with more local players out here, the crowds have been fantastic. I've been out for a handful of games. The crowds have been fantastic. A lot of that's having kids that played locally here. I'm telling you, the level of play is fantastic, and it's really fun to watch. I mean, it really is. By the way, Coach Antorcha just took one off the left leg. That was fantastic, okay? He's not as quick. You know, he pitched at Mississippi State.
Yeah.
But he's not nearly as quick as he was when he pitched for the Bulldogs. I can tell you that. Doesn't move quite as well. He's hobbling around out there a bit.
Wore it like a champ. Andrew Stanson at the plate. Stanson representing the Sharks. And I think if you can tap into that Jacksonville baseball community, the amount of talent that comes out of here is something else.
I've always said that. We get credit for football. We need more credit for baseball. The level of baseball, and that's not new, Noah. It has always been that way. The level of baseball we have here is exceptional. It really is. And so, you're seeing it in this game. You see it all over the place. Did you see the catch Jacob Young made for the Nationals when he climbed the wall, literally climbed the wall? Best catch I've seen all year. It's a Jacksonville guy. There's Jacksonville guys all over the big leagues. I can tell you that too.
It's incredible what those guys have done. Jacob Young's a guy who's really flown under the radar, but he's an everyday center fielder for the Nationals. As Stanson down swinging, brings up Dune Staniszewski, tied for the league lead in home runs. But even you just look at this upcoming draft, and you've got Kyson Witherspoon out of Fletcher projected to go top 10. You've got his twin brother Malachi, who's going to be going. Guys like Alex Lodis, Max Williams, all local players.
Yeah. Lodis could climb into the end of the first round. Probably a second rounder, but he could climb into the end of the first round. He is a really good player. You're exactly right about that. And I'll tell you, some of the guys that aren't in the draft yet, Aiden King for Florida. He'll be their Friday night ace next year.
Yeah.
And so there's an awful lot of really good players. I was in the Cape last year, and Lodis was dominating it a year ago, and that was in the Cape. So he's got a chance to be a really good player, no question about that.
I'm going to do a little video plug here. For those who haven't seen it, I did step into the batter's box against Aiden King a couple of weeks ago. And I'm not going to spoil it for those who want to.
Okay, I want to see it.
You know, fine, I will spoil it. I took him deep, obviously.
Okay.
And you can go check that out here on Schlick Sports after the All-Star game.
Yeah, if you took him deep, you definitely need to spoil it. Okay, I mean, so there certainly is that. I want to see it. Aiden King's awfully good, but the level of play is really good here. We're proud to be associated with it, and I mean that. I'm proud of the baseball we have out here. I tell people all the time, you can't imagine how good the level of play is out here. And by the way, the park, you know, we were blessed to be able to design the park. And we designed the park similar to where we started Walk-Off Charities at San Souci Baseball Park.
Next up for Team Antorcia, the center fielder.
Yeah, I remember talking to you last year and just how it resembles like a miniature spring training ballpark.
And well, that was the idea was to look to feel spring training with the palm trees in the field. We wanted turf because it's just easier to take care of and it plays so well. But so when we built the dimensions were the same size as San Souci Baseball Park, which we played a lot of these high school games on. My fear, though, was good league like the CCBL with college players, it would be too small. But it's interesting. We've seen games here. No, I've seen games since we lit the lamp here, and the ball doesn't carry.
No, it doesn't.
So it's not a home run park. I think part of it is the way the wind blows off the expressway nearby. But we have never had, and as long as we have been here, Jared Simmons has been with us, our executive director. Our friend Rick Kane here has been here since we started this thing. He's seen as many games at this park as anybody has. The ball doesn't carry.
No.
It's almost unusual to see a home run in a game.
Absolutely.
It's almost, I mean, home run derby is one thing, but in a game, it's almost unusual to see a home run in a game here. It just doesn't happen very often at the high school level. And even now the CCBL is a wood bat league.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, it's just something that doesn't – and that was my biggest fear is we're 315 down the line, 350 to center. I didn't mark the gaps because they're 338 and they look too small. So I didn't put signs up. But it's 338 in the gaps. So I figured we'd have a lot of home runs in left and right center, and we really haven't. We've had very few. So it's the park has played very well. It's been more of a pitcher's park than a hitter's park, and I didn't expect that.
It's funny. You see more triples out here than you do home runs.
Yes, you do, and that's the sign of a big park.
Yeah,
a big park is a triples park. That's exactly and you're right. It's become a triple, and I didn't see that when we built this.
You know what's funny though is David Salcido at the plate right now. Earlier this year, hit what had to be the longest ball ever hit out here.
Yeah.
Hit a home run over the center field batter's eye.
Did he really?
About 400 feet.
If he hit one over the batter's eye, that'd be the biggest one we've ever had out
Yeah.
here. I can remember Dom Petruno, the Inglewood player, the former Inglewood player, hit the first home run here. Went oppo and hit it barely and just inside the foul pole. First one ever hit here, and I've told Dom that many times. He'll always have that. For as long as he plays, he'll be the first guy to ever hit a ball out of here. So, and then he won the home run derby last year he was hitting him in those pine trees in there in right center field for a tournament we held. So, we've had memories already of this park, and we're gonna have far more.
Salcido drives one to left. Gilson is being held at third. Bases are loaded as we've got one away, and Michael Ray coming up to the plate. I love it when things rhyme.
Yeah. By the way, how about this offensive inning now?
Absolutely.
Team Antorcia.
They're stringing some things together. A couple of walks, hit by pitch, and a pair of hits, including a George Gilson 2-run double.
I mean, you got them loaded here. 1 out, 2 already in. You don't see that in an all-star game very often, do you?
No. And Michael Ray, big-time threat at the plate, as all these guys are. It's an all-star game. In the transfer portal, JUCO uncommitted, and he has been having a great season for the Turtles. Third in RBI. He's got a .917 OPS. 1 home run, 15 RBIs this CCBL season. Takes one on the outside part of the plate. 1-1. Now, you're obviously known as the voice of the Jacksonville Jaguars, but if I'm not mistaken, baseball is your first love, correct?
Baseball's my passion. It always was. It was a sport I played. It was a sport I played it through high school. I played on some college league teams. I tried to walk on at Florida. Thought I had a chance, and didn't make the final cut. The fall walk-on trials were in the fall, but I stayed with it. I coached American Legion for about 17 years, and I was around these kids. Yeah, it's my love. No, I'm a baseball guy first and foremost, and have been my whole life.
This
I've always
could
been
be
baseball.
too. Nigel Green on to second for one, and the throw from Cahigas finishes it off. A 6-4-3 double play to get out of the bases loaded jam. Two do come across for Team Intorsia, and big thank you to Frank Frangie for joining us here on Schlick Sports.
No, thanks for letting me do this. And by the way, congrats to you. You've done this. You're ahead of the curve. You've done play-by-play and very good play-by-play well before anybody your age could do it. You and I have had some talks offline about growing that, and you've done a fantastic job. You ought to be proud of that, and I mean that. And I can't wait to see where you are in 5, 6, 7 years doing what I do. So thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
I really appreciate it. It means a lot coming from you. We'll be back with Christian Harrington when we return on Schlick Sports. Welcome back to the Bregan Baseball Complex and the CCBL All-Star Game as Jeff Henry from Maryville University takes the mound for Team Intorsia. Henry, in 21 innings pitched, carries a 3.42 ERA, 16 strikeouts to just 3 walks this season. And we are joined now by Sharks pitcher Christian Harrington out of Bruton Parker. Christian, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
I got to start off. You guys have a lot of fun on the Sharks, that dugout.
Yes, sir.
Always notice you guys. What's been your favorite moment of the season so far with that group?
Ooh, I would say watching my friend from Bruton Parker, Grant Cochran, throw a no-hitter against the, I believe it was the Hawks. And after we beat them, both dugouts came out, gave them a standing ovation. That was really cool to see. Maybe a little chirping and sarcasm here and there, but it was a fun game.
Yeah, Cochran is – that was just last week. He's been having a good season, the big lefty.
He has. He started off a little rocky, but got back in his groove, and I'm excited to see how he ends the season.
You'll see him here and there with a flash mask on.
Yeah.
You know, good clubhouse guy.
Yeah.
Christian, looking at your stats this year, you lead the league in both innings pitched and are tied for first in strikeouts. You've thrown 6 more innings than anybody else in the league. What's been the key to your success this year?
I would say just being confident in myself. Definitely having my pitching coach, Coach Lanou, be by my side the whole time and reminding me of mechanically what I'm doing wrong or mentally what I'm doing wrong and keeping me disciplined with recovery and all that. It's definitely been a big help.
Your teammate Dawson Harrelson up at the plate right now. What can you tell us about Dawson?
Oh,
from
Dawson's
Trinity
a guy.
Baptist?
He's a guy. He likes to get on base. Not necessarily a power hitter, which he does. If he gets into the ball, it will go, but he's been a big leadoff guy, getting on base and really like manufacturing runs.
Harrelson having a nice season for the Sharks, tied for first in the CCBL in RBI. OPS north of 1,000 is always a good thing. Sends a little chopper back to Henry, scoops it up, underhand toss to his teammate Casey Morgan at first. One down in the top of the second brings up Zach O'Connell. And I don't think anyone in the league is hotter than Zach O'Connell right now. He is in the midst of a 4-game hit streak with a triple in each of his last 3 games. In those 4 games, 7 RBI.
Wow, that's impressive.
It's not often you see a guy get 4 triples in 3 games.
Yes, that is insane. But this park definitely is known for its triples.
Absolutely. It's funny. We were just talking about it.
Yeah.
It works as a pitcher's park, and you wouldn't guess that by the dimensions. Were you a little surprised by that when you got here?
I was. There was a few times in my first few outings where I would miss a fastball middle, and my first thought was, oh, no, that's gone. And I'd look back, and my right fielder or left fielder standing on the warning track and catching it. So I definitely don't mind it as a pitcher. I'm sure the hitters think opposite of it.
They want some more power numbers.
Yes.
They probably got here, and they're just salivating. Oh, I'm going to be able to post that. I got 10 home runs this summer. That's going to look great. It's a little tougher. I think anytime you hit multiple home runs out here in the summer,
Oh, yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah.
For sure. We've had a few guys like Dune, the catcher right now. He's been a guy that's got into some baseballs, and it's really fun to watch him go, especially here, because it's definitely a rare commodity.
We talk about this up here in the broadcast booth. We think Dune has the best name in the CCBL.
Dune, yes, I completely agree.
Dune Staniszewski.
I remember he came in a little later, probably within like the second week of the summer, and Coach Lanew's introducing him, and he comes up to me, he goes, "Hey, what's up? My name's Dune." I was like, Dune? For real? He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Dude, that's amazing. That is sick."
That is a sick name for
Yes.
sure. Jack Newman coming up to the plate now from the Turtles and Florida State College at Jacksonville. You've kind of got a chance now to reset here at the All-Star break.
Yeah.
Sit back, relax a little bit. What's your biggest focus going into this final part of the year?
Just staying healthy and kind of keeping my rhythm. My last start was a little rocky. I think I got a little too comfortable with rolling through games, but after this last outing in relief, I refocused and really took pride in my throwing and fixing some mechanical issues. And I'm just ready to hit the road running and see if we could bring the Sharks a championship.
What do you think in the CCBL? What kind of benefits does it give to a player? What's different about this league compared to others?
Oh, I mean, the grit. Everybody here is from, well, most guys here are from smaller schools and didn't get much playing time, probably got overlooked at the colleges, and everybody's out here to develop and kind of get theirs and put their name out there. So everybody's gritty and really looking to get after it, so the competitive side is definitely up there.
The other great thing about this league, they got a great social media guy.
They do, who has been killing it. I think I told you that one of the first weeks that you started taking over the Twitter. I was like, dude, you have been killing the Twitter.
I appreciate it,
It's
man.
been amazing.
Yeah, I've heard some talks of him deserving a raise, but that's a topic for another discussion.
Hey, I agree. If there's a petition, I'll sign it.
You got Kellen Brown coming up to the plate. Newman drawing the walk. Brown, a fellow Turtle, stepping up to the dish from Embry-Riddle. And at this point of the season, do you kind of have a scouting report on most guys across the league?
Oh, yes, and especially more guys that are like in NAIA or in our conference, the SSAC. So I've definitely been keeping an eye out for the season. And
first hit of the game here for Team Wilkins coming from Kellen Brown. Yeah, you're going to remember a few things.
Oh, 100%. I'll see their face and I'll be like, okay, this guy couldn't hit a curveball, or this guy could definitely hit the fastball. Don't throw him that.
Throw him the curveball.
Yeah, exactly.
Jackson Garnecki stepping up to the plate. He's been a newer addition to the league, but has been phenomenal in his limited playing time, hitting .333 out of Swarthmore College. I love learning the new college names.
Yes.
It's the schools you don't really look for, the D2, D3.
Yes. There's a few, like, whenever we'll go for the national anthem, they'll announce the teams and the players and their colleges, where it's like, is that a real college? And you look it up, and it's like, yes, they were real and competitive.
You play for the Fighting Squirrels?
Yes, exactly. No, but it's cool to start learning more about new colleges and everything and seeing where people are coming from.
They all got that grit. They want to play, and Garnecki at the plate here. 1-1 count. He's got 2 aboard with 2 outs in the inning. And what's the big goal rest of the season? You guys looking for the championship?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Right now we're looking to keep our guys healthy and just win every single game. And whenever we hit that playoff stretch, we're going to definitely try and win every single game.
Well, I'm sure you are already.
Yeah. That's the goal. Win championship for the Sharks.
Anything special for if you win a championship? Because there are teams that the Turtles, they say if they win a championship, they're getting team tattoos.
Oh, I like that. I don't know about a tattoo, but I've been trying to talk Coach Lanew into having a steak dinner and him buying the team
Okay,
steaks.
that'd be pretty
good.
sweet.
Yeah. I don't know. Tattoos is a little much. I do haircuts or something like that. Maybe buzz cuts. I don't know if my girlfriend would like that, but
you know,
if the team's doing it, you got to do it.
Covered a high school baseball team this year for the playoffs. Whole team bleached their hair.
Yes. I would be down for that for sure. Everybody bleaching.
Not ashamed to admit that I joined them.
Hey, that's a good teammate right there.
Yeah. Well, Christian, pleasure having you here on the
course. Thank you
broadcast.
for having
Enjoy
me.
the
It's an
All-Star
honor.
game, and best of luck here the rest of the season.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll be back with the bottom of the second. Team Antorcha with the lead when we return.
And I know it smells. For 29, Casey Morgan.
Bottom of the second inning, Garrett Albright taking the mound now for Team Wilkins. Albright out of Coastal Alabama Community College and looking for a home. Albright has been really good on the mound this season, 143 opponent batting average, 8 strikeouts in 8 innings pitched. Mark Castle, what are your thoughts on Garrett Albright?
He's had a really good summer. He pitched against us one game, and my hitters didn't have a whole lot for him. So, you know, that means the dude's commanding the baseball.
A 1-1 count on Jace Akers.
This is Morgan, ain't it?
Oh, yeah, looking on the wrong side. Morgan.
Oh!
And a wild throw there.
Tough play.
It's going to be an error as Casey Morgan reaches base. The one thing about tonight and all the different uniforms, it's tough to stay on the right side of the scorebook.
Oh, for sure. Everybody looks the same.
Yeah, especially when you got the lineups about 3 minutes before first pitch. Got Bobby Irving stepping up to the plate. I think this guy's had like one of the more quiet, successful seasons in the league.
I agree. You know, he's one of those guys that doesn't do a whole lot flashy or anything, but you look at this box score at the end of the day, and you're like, oh, he's all over it.
Takes one right down the middle.
Those are the kind of guys as a coach you just love, that you can just put them in there every day, consistent, just go to work, man.
1-1 count. Albright got an electric fastball, good breaking ball.
I'm going to say, I'd go on to say that the fastball is up to 90.
Yeah, he gets into the low 90s. He was a guy who had committed to Auburn once upon a time.
Really?
And then made his way to Coastal Alabama. Outside. 2-2 on Bobby Irving.
We gotta visit next week and kick from NC State. Nice. We can get him. We're in a pretty good spot. Yeah, staff wise. Nice. Even better if it's an arm.
Upstairs on Irving. What's the vibe down there on the field right now?
You know, guys are having a good time talking to the other team players. They're sitting in the dugout, you know, getting to know each other. really having a good time, and that's what you want in an all-star game like this. You just got different guys that, you know, they don't see each other. They're just out here playing ball.
So after the strikeout brings up Tyler Grazilla, the first Canadian to ever.
Tyler Grazella.
Hey, somebody's got to be the first, right?
First Canadian in CCBL history.
It's always interesting in an all-star game. It's like, all right, you got your best hitters and best pitchers. It's like, which one? Oh, here we go. Safe. Oh, he's up.
Came off
and he
the
slides
bag.
off.
That's the wet field.
It's the wet turf.
Getting a lot of rain lately, and you'll see a lot of that sliding a little far when the field's wet. Kind of tough to judge out there, but Casey Morgan out on the base paths. 2 away, and the base is empty for Grazilla. Foul tip for a strike. 1-1.
I'm real curious to see, you know, home run derby before here today. I'm curious to see if we get a home run in the All-Star game.
You know what? I don't think so. And if we are going to get one, it's going to come from a lefty.
That is true. Oh, that's a good pitch. Oh, 2-1 breaking ball, 3-1, 2-1 breaking ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Grazilla. There are a few balls in that home run derby, though, guys got a hold of. I was like, man, that ball's in orbit. You know, that one well over the bullpen on a few.
I want to say Cuervo is launching some. He hit some balls that they were in the next county over.
Grazilla takes a pitch, called strike 3. A nice inning for Garrett Albright as he faces the minimum. Team in Torsia through 2 with the lead here on Schlick Sports.
St. John's River State, number 28, Jace Akers.
Top of the 3rd inning now, despite what the scorebook says. It is top of the 3rd inning. As Jace Akers stepping up to the dish. Joined here by Mark Castle for the CCBL All-Star Game. Currently 2-0 team in Torsia. As Akers sends a ground ball to Prepati at 3rd across the diamond. 1 away.
Seen a lot of good defense today.
Yeah, and Prepati all season, he's played extremely well in a multitude of positions. Pitcher, infield, played a little outfield, I think, and he's been great at the plate.
I was going to say, yeah, no. Prep's a dude for the Dolphins that, you know, you circle in that lineup. He's an everyday mainstay.
Brings up Kaysen McInnes. Swings and misses at the strike. Got a new pitcher here from the Turtles. I believe that's Landon McDonald. And that is McDonald.
Oh, sit.
Back up the middle. That's a base hit for Kason McInnes. It'll get it back to the top of the order, and your guy, Jet Cahigas.
Here we go.
I can't believe Jet Cahigas is the most fitting name for this guy.
It is.
How do you end up with a first name Jet?
And he's fast. Like,
He is fast. Leads the league in stolen bases by far, 18 for 18.
that's his goal all year. He came up to me, I think it was like game 1, and he literally looked at me and was like, he's like, I got the green light. Oh, there he is. I told you he's going to bunt sometime today.
Bunting in the All-Star game, you know.
It's his game. It's his game.
Coach Lanou from the Sharks, I was talking to him during the home run derby. He's like, you know what the All-Star game is going to look like? Guys are going to try to throw as hard as they can, and they're going to try to hit him over the batter's eye.
That's fair.
Jet Cahigas is your classic old-school player. He wants to use his wheels.
He does. I mean, that's a part of his game that, you know, he capitalizes on that on offense and defense.
Fast like Matt DiBenedetto.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, DiBenedetto, a NASCAR driver. So, got that speed.
He does. I'm curious to see. He doesn't like. See, here's the thing with Jet, though. If he gets a hit right here and McInnes is on second, he's not going to like that because he's not going to get to go.
(3-1) the count on Cahigas. Also leads the league in runs scored when he hits on base. Very good chance he's coming home. Takes one up and away, draws the walk. Runners on first and second with one away. Brings up Nigel Green.
Next up, the shortstop from the Dolphins from East Georgia State, number 16, Nigel Green.
Nigel's a CCBL legend as well, multi-year. You love when guys just want to come back and play.
Speaks a lot about the league, and
It does. They know they're going to get their work in, and you know, you got a lot of local guys that can, you know, get the best of both worlds. They work, play, work out.
Nigel Green out of East Georgia State. 1 home run, 6 RBIs this year.
You can add 2 more to that if you can find a gap here.
Well, the All-Star game stats don't count.
Yeah, I know, but, you know, he'll write them down in his little notes on his phone.
Posted on Twitter.
Post it on Twitter. Hey, I would do the same thing.
In the All-Star game, too. I think it should add for more.
I think it should, too. I mean, it's way bigger notoriety.
Down and away.
I think the big key to having success in the All-Star is just acting like it's any other game, you know? I know it's fun and all, and you only got one shot at it, but it's like when you get out, when you try to do more than what you've been doing, that's when, you know, your swing breaks down, your mechanics break down. That's like any big game. Any big game, it's just about staying relaxed, staying within yourself.
I think George Gilson out there, the Little League team, I think lost a baseball in left field. He went out to the wall and helped him out. Love seeing all the kids out here, full stands, and they get to see the bases loaded now for Evan Cuervo, who's arguably been the best hitter in the league.
Yes, home run derby champ. Wouldn't hate a grand slam right here.
That'd be something.
And this packed out house would go crazy if he hits this.
15 home runs earlier. He's all warmed up.
Like I say, he's got the home run swing down. Look, we got the preloaded home run noise up and moving.
For those who don't know, the home run noise out here at the CCBL is the moose call for the Mandarin Moose Lodge. Anytime there's a home run, you're going to hear the call of the moose, which sounds surprisingly a lot like a cow.
It does. It does. Hey, if you come at the right day, you're going to get Commissioner Chris Lean going to do it himself. Pretty good moose call if I don't mind saying so myself.
What's your best moose call?
I'm not going to do that on the air.
Worth a shot. Hits Cuervo. Maybe the All-Star game, but he'll still wear it. Gets a run home.
Hey, he gets on base.
And it is now 2-1. Team Wilkins on the board. I'd feel remiss, too. I still haven't introduced the coaches for these teams. Coach Rick Wilkins for Team Wilkins played 11 Major League seasons, the most coming with the Chicago Cubs, 5. One of just 2 Cubs catchers to hit 30 home runs in a season. And then Trenton Torsha pitched at Mississippi State and in the Seattle Mariners organization, the official pitching coach here in the CCBL. That's the other part. You come here, you get some pretty good coaching as well.
I mean, 11 years in the big leagues, nothing to blink at. And you know, when he tells you something that work on hitting, catching, fielding, whatever, I mean, I would hear what he has to listen.
Bases loaded. Ground ball into left field. Harrelson into left. Green coming home. 1 run is in. Nigel Green gives Team Wilkins the lead. Dawson Harrelson tied for the league lead in RBIs. And right here he comes through in the All-Star game with a 2-run single.
Wow. I would love to see that ball if it's not cut.
Yeah, that was a good throw in from George Gilson.
Love to see, especially in the turf, man. You don't even have to throw it all the way there. Let it skip off of that. Nothing more exciting in baseball than a play at the plate.
No, it is not. I mean, there's nothing more exciting. The play at the plate, you know, especially those bang-bang plays.
Bang-bang ones.
Big moments.
Umpires all over. He gives you a real punch or the save.
And then you'll probably go to a booth review now.
I don't know. Now you go instant to the ears, headset.
I like how they're doing it, though, where they announce it to the stadium in the big leagues.
Yeah, they come out on the little mic.
I think out of all
NFL
the leagues,
refs now.
Major League Baseball has the best review system. It's quick. They get it done.
They do. They do. My one pet peeve with it is, you know, if
at least in the major leagues.
Yeah, no. If it's close, you know, they try to stay with the call. You know, the whole it's got to be overwhelming evidence to overturn it.
That last one just a bit outside, sneaks to the backstop. Both runners advance now to second and third.
Little major league reference.
Yeah.
Nobody's listening. I don't think you can say that. Nobody's watching. We're the Cleveland Indians.
Great movie.
Arguably, it's in my top 3. It's in my top 3. Moneyball, obviously, being one.
See, my issue with Moneyball is just the fact that they got a lot wrong in it.
They did. They did. But it's still, I mean, we're talking about Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill at their finest, you know. Now, if you're a baseball purist, you know, we're talking about Hatterberg and Pena when, you know, you got Barry Zito, who wins the Cy Young that year, and Miguel Tejada, who's the MVP. You know.
RBI ground out there for O'Connell makes it 4-2. 2 outs, runner on third. Yeah, it's a great movie.
Might be the first movie ever where they don't, you know,
they got
highlight
that
the MVP.
We don't talk about it enough. They got the Hatterberg-Pena decision wrong. Carlos Pena is a great player.
He's an all-star. That's another reference there for you. I actually have a Scott Hatterberg jersey. Got it this year.
How about that?
Yeah, no, I'm a huge Moneyball fan. I quote Moneyball all the time. And my dad shows up to a game. I get in the car, and he's like, open that. And it's a Scott Hatterberg jersey. I wear it all the time.
That is awesome.
Diehard Phillies fan, I wear my Athletics jersey.
You got to get that signed.
I should.
I'm sure Hatterberg would be up for it.
Oh, I think absolutely. I think, you know, there's not many people walking around in a Scotty H.
Especially in Jacksonville,
But he's the picking
Florida.
machine, so, I mean, like.
Ask him how easy it is to play first base.
It's incredibly hard. Tell him, Wash. Hey, anything worth doing is.
We got Matthew Helioso up here in the booth, huge Moneyball guy. They're just going back and forth quoting the movie up here for those who aren't getting the full conversation.
I was say, if you haven't seen Moneyball, if I stick around long enough, I'll give you all the highlights.
You know what? He might just quote the whole movie line by line.
Probably could.
Next up, the EH from the Turtles. From Embry-Riddle,
You thinking Ricardo Rincon?
Kellen Brown.
He's got an ugly girlfriend. You know what that means.
He's got no confidence.
Or we're going to cut off the Moneyball for the rest of the inning.
Game or Moneyball?
Both.
It's on Netflix.
What's that?
Runners on first and third, 2 out. Kellen Brown up at the plate. Bottom half of the inning will be joined by Tyler Grisilla. Waiting up here in the booth. I kind of feel bad for him. He's been up here the whole inning.
Wait, here we
It's
go.
been a
Trouble?
long inning.
Trouble?
Pop up to right field, and the catch is made
Stanson's
by
all up.
Stanson. And it's Tyler Grisilla time when we come back on Schlick Sports. Team Wilkins gets 4 in the top of the third. Our score 4-2.
I'll be back. Don't miss me.
Bottom of the third inning, new pitcher from the Dolphins, Joseph Schrader. Taking the mound now. Schrader for Team Wilkins. He's pitched 19 innings this year. The man from Erskine, 1-1 record with a 3.31 ERA. Struck out 21, walking 7. And we are joined here by the first Canadian in CCBL history, Tyler Grisilla. Great to have you on the broadcast.
Yes, sir. No, I appreciate you having me on. This has been a lot of fun.
And you made it to the All-Star game.
I
Congratulations.
did. I appreciate that. No, it's definitely been a lot of fun coming here. Like you said, it's my first year. I didn't know I was the first Canadian, though.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Send the tone early then. Here you go.
Hey, you're impressing as well. You've made it to the All-Star game, set the bar high for the next guy.
I know, of course. Have to. Got to represent.
Taking a look at the numbers for you this year.
Oh,
Do you keep track of your numbers?
I don't. I try not to. Sometimes people kind of bring it up to me. By people, I mean my parents. I stay away from them. I do like to monitor. I have a hitting journal that I go to, and every at-bat I try to monitor on my own. That's more so at-bat, not really stats.
Well, you can tell your parents you're hitting .312 this season with a .478 on-base percentage.
Yep.
That OPS getting close to 900, always a good thing.
Always a good thing.
5 RBIs, 5 stolen bases.
5 stolen bases?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know I was that fast. Wow.
Fast like Matt DiBendetto. Prepati draws the walk.
The shortstop from the Hawks.
Runner on to lead off the inning.
Number 7,
Tyler,
Jaden
what have you
Naismith.
enjoyed about the CCBL this year and coming down to Florida?
Oh, gosh. You know, I have to start with just being in Florida. You know, there's something about playing on a field surrounded by palm trees that's always nice, especially being from Toronto. It can get pretty warm up there. It can still get up to the 90s, but there's nothing like coming down to Florida and just being able to just play on turf, meeting new people, developing new relationships, and really just enjoying baseball in its purest form.
What's been your biggest surprise about Florida and coming to play here?
Oh, biggest surprise, wow. I wouldn't really say it's a huge surprise, but it's got to be the humidity.
Yeah.
I remember I was driving down with my dad, and it's about a 17-hour drive if you do it straight, so it's not fun. But I remember getting out of the car and be like, man, I can't breathe right now.
I feel you. I came from Iowa, so we got similar climate.
Similar, very similar, yeah.
And yeah, you get down here and it's just different.
Oh, it is.
And there's Texas heat, the dry heat and all that stuff, and then there's Florida heat.
Oh no, it's different. It's definitely something you have to adjust to. I remember my first game. I was playing first, and yeah, about 2.5, 3 innings in, I was like, okay, I need a break. It gets to you quick, but
chug the water.
Oh yeah, chug the water. Get your liquid IV, your electrolytes, and just make the best of it. But once you settle in, once you adapt a little bit, I would say after that first, those first 2-3 weeks, I settled in pretty quick.
Now it's going to be a breeze going back up north. And
oh gosh, yeah. No, it's going to be nice though.
You're looking for a home next season for college baseball. How's that process?
I am. Oh, it's been a lot. It's just stressful to say the least, especially when you're playing with a fire under your butt. You know, you're coming in, you know you're looking for a school. You want to be able to show out and compete and put up those numbers like you mentioned. So it's definitely been a stressful and a long process, but it's fun. It's exciting to have those opportunities, right? It's a blessing, even not knowing where you're going to go, right?
Yeah.
So, but, you know, I'm a man of faith, trusting God, trusting His process, and I'm going to be making my decision here probably within the next couple weeks, so that'll be exciting.
Congratulations.
I appreciate that, yeah.
If you had to give your pitch to a coach or a team as Naismith drives this one foul down the line, what's a team getting when they get Tyler Grizzola?
Oh, gosh. Okay, I'm going to try to say this without as much pride as I can here, but for me, I'm just a guy that just likes to put down his head down and work. You know, never been a guy that's been heavily recruited. So for me, it's just about doing the little things right, hustling, being a good teammate, and just trying to make the people around me better whenever I can. You know, it's one of those things where anytime you go to a program, you want to be able to make a good impact on and off the field as well. So my thing is just trying to just be a good person, be as best teammate as I can, and just hustle and compete as much as I can.
Naismith down on the strikeout from McDonald. Prepati into scoring position. I will vouch for Tyler here. Pure baseball, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I could definitely see you have a future in coaching. Always out here at the ball field.
Mm-hmm.
First time I met you, you're the first CCBL guy I met this year.
Yeah, right at when we're doing the live ABs.
Live ABs against Aiden King. He got there bright and early. He was hitting in the cage before anyone else got there.
No, I love this game, and it's just a blessing, and I thank God every day just for the ability to play the game that I love, you know. And I have 2 more years left, and I'm just trying to make the most out of it, and just realizing that, you know, it won't last forever. Actually, even write it on my wrist. Every game I write on my wrist, I always write it won't last forever, just to maintain that perspective. So for me, just enjoying the game as much as I can and trying to make as many memories, meet new people, meet new friends. It's the world to me.
How has that been, bonding with the Stingrays this year?
It's been a lot of fun. You know, obviously, when you're going on a summer ball team so far away, you don't really know a lot of guys, you know, and it can be kind of nerve-wracking going in and, like, you don't know anybody and you don't know the personalities or the faces. Ooh, good close play there. There you go.
Taking third, Prepati.
No, yeah, but for me, it was definitely a process, you know, but once everybody starts to open up a little bit, you settle in. Once you go through a few battles together, you play a few games, a few close games, you start to bond over the game first, and then from that, it kind of expands, and then that's when those friendships develop, which I've loved and I'm so grateful for.
Do you guys do anything off the field together?
A couple things. I can't really say them on an interview right now, but I'll just say we have fun. We make sure to have fun. Oh, yeah, we go to the beach. Yeah, lots of going to the beach. At night. No, but it's a lot of fun. It's just getting the chance to be close with these guys and develop those bonds, and you know, having the poker nights, having the time where you can just kind of chat about anything, even outside of baseball as well. Just getting to know each other as people and not just ball players. It's a lot of fun.
You go catch some sharks at the beach, right?
Oh yeah, catching sharks at the beach. Yeah.
Counts full, 1 away. George Gilson had the 2-run double out in the first inning.
Oh, come on.
Are you a hockey fan?
I actually, you know what? I used to be a Leafs fan growing up, but the Leafs broke my heart so many times. I've kind of boycotted hockey a little bit. I actually don't know how to skate.
Really?
Fun fact, yeah. For a little, I know if that's blasphemy.
That feels like illegal.
Yeah, I know. It should be. Well, I'll say this, though. My parents were, you know, they were originally born in Poland. I'm first-generation Canadian. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, so growing up for me, soccer was my first sport.
All right.
Yeah, so that was fun. And then, well, you know, I was a heavier set kid. My parents wanted me to get me running a little bit. So, like, okay, you're going to play soccer. I'm like, okay, got it. But after that, when I was 10, I found baseball, and I just fell in love right away. And then here we are, you know, over a decade later, still loving it, still playing.
And all that running through soccer gets you 5 stolen bases in the CCBL.
You know what? For my size, I'll take 5. I'll take 5.
Gilson at the plate, the 3-2 pitch. Runs inside, that's ball 4. So runners on first and third, and Andrew Stanson coming back up to the plate.
Right fielder from the Sharks from Daytona State.
What's your biggest goal for the rest of the year here in the CCBL?
Biggest goal is probably just to, you know, commit to a school first. That'll kind of get a big, you know, big weight off my back, just to be able to just breathe a little bit, settle in, and then after that, just kind of just enjoying the last few weeks that we have here, and just competing with the guys as much as we can, and just, you know, making a run in the playoffs, which will always be fun. I'm looking forward to that. You know, everything's means a little bit more in the playoffs, so it'll be nice to go out there and just keep competing.
stolen base for Gilson, gets him into scoring position. So now runners on second and third with one away. We were talking earlier, you get to face your own teammates out here in the All-Star game.
Yeah, no, I faced Garrett today, yeah. So that's always fun. You know, you step in the box with a smile. You know he's going to try to blow you up with a fastball.
Especially Garrett Albright.
Yeah, especially Garrett Albright.
As Stanton sends this one down the line in left field, that will drop and score them both. Stanton scurrying his way into second with a stand-up double. Andrew Stanton ties us back up. It's 4-4. And it looks like we are getting substitution now. Brady Eklund coming in for Dune Staniszewski. Who's someone you get to play with out here that you've kind of admired from another team?
Oh, admired. Let's see. There's a few. Played with or played against or both?
Against.
Against. Okay. I would say Dune. Staniszewski. I probably pronounced that wrong. Sorry, Dune.
You actually got it.
I did. Okay, there you go.
Staniszewski?
Yeah, it was close enough. So admiring him and his process. I was chatting up with him a little bit in the dugout earlier, going into his first year at Augusta. Just the way he goes about his process and where he goes about getting his work in. It's been a lot of fun to pick those guys' brains and learn from them as well.
Eklund drives this one down the right field line in pursuit, and making the catch is Kaysen McInnes. Nice play on the run, and 2 down in the bottom of the third. Brings up David Salcedo.
Now batting the center fielder from
It's weird. We've been saying Salcedo up here all year, and he informed me before the game it's Salcedo.
There you go. He's another guy that I've admired a lot, just the way he goes about his process, and you see his composure in the box and the way he takes his at bats. He's a very good hitter.
Had that massive home run over the batter's eye earlier this year.
I think that might have been against us.
I think so.
Yeah. No, I was there. That was not fun.
Never look back and admire it. You're just like, dang, this sucks.
Nope. Staying focused on the game, field. He can jog around the bases, enjoy it, and we still got baseball to play. Maybe for a second. Maybe I'm lying a bit. Just for a second, just a quick peek. Can't let him know you're seeing it.
He turned on that one, hit it probably 300 feet, but also about 150 feet foul. 1-1. You were talking earlier about talking with Staniszewski about his process. Do you learn a lot from other guys out here in the league?
I do, and I try to every day. I try to talk to somebody, whether it's my own teammates or whoever we're playing against, just trying to pick people's brains and learn off of them. There's some people which are like, no, it's the other team, or no, I don't like this, I don't like that. For me, it's just about keeping an open mind, keeping an open mind and just staying focused on, okay, how can I find a way to get better every day, no matter how it is. So
Cuervo parked under that pop-up and ends the inning on the foul ball. 2 runs come home for Insorcia in the third. We are tied up 4 apiece heading into the 4th inning. Tyler, thanks for joining me here on Schlick Sports.
Appreciate you having me on.
Best of luck the rest of the season, and congratulations on being an All-Star.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Back here on Schlick Sports for the 4th inning. Top of the fourth inning, Mark Castle back on the broadcast in a 4-4 game, and Jonah Friedman out on the mound for Team Antorcia. Friedman out of Middle Georgia State has been dominant this year. 0.60 ERA, 18 strikeouts in 15 innings.
Yeah, I want to say he was all-conference for his conference this year.
Good piece.
Another CCBL legend.
Good piece of hitting there from Jackson Garnecki. Takes one inside, slaps it the other way. That's a base hit. And coming into the game now is Noah Johnson from the Dolphins. It's always funny. We got 225 on the Dolphins. 225s on the Dolphins. We got Cuervo and Johnson.
I got 229s on my team.
29A, 29B.
Yeah, he's 25B.
You giving Cuervo A?
Yeah,
that's fair.
Cuervo is. I think Johnson.
Hey,
was
once
a
you
later
win a home
addition.
run derby, you can be whatever you want.
Yeah, these guys, Cuervo, he's got pop. A little easier when you're getting meatballs in the home run derby, but
it is a little easier.
But man, he just hits flat out.
He does.
Johnson shoots one into right.
Past my guy at first.
That one just slipped through the right side of the infield. Didn't get much behind it, but he got enough and found the perfect spot.
Hey. That's half of hitting.
Runners at the corners now.
Number 15,
Noah Johnson on first, Jackson Garnecki on third, and Kason McInnes coming up to the plate.
There's something to be said about the guy that's just got the knack of hitting it where they aren't. You know, you got dudes that hit it all over the park, but then you got the dude that just comes up there and just throws it where they ain't. That's just as much hitting as anything. We got a pitch runner here.
You know, I forgot my note as Johnson getting run for as a catcher. Johnson is one of 3 catchers from the Dolphins. All 3 catchers on the Dolphins made the All-Star game this year. Irving, Eklund, and Johnson have all been fantastic. They have dazzled this year for the Dolphins.
They really have. You know, there's something to be said when you got a really good backstop. Catching's, you know, one of the most important positions on the field, and you know, when you have 3 All-Stars on one team, you know you're doing a good job. I mean, we got a packed house here at the CCBL.
It's a great thing to see.
I'm looking at people come in and they got nowhere to sit. Sold out crowd.
Well, they got space out in the fun zone on the berms.
Like I said, they go to the best bet fun zone. It's not as fun because you can't bet out there. It's not like they got blackjack tables out there or something.
This is a kid-friendly stream. We do not condone betting whatsoever, even though everything is sponsored by betting now and gambling. FanDuel Sports Network, I'm looking at you. Or
ESPN Bet. They got commercials for
you know what?
man.
Let's just embrace it. This broadcast is fully sponsored by Best Bet. Not directly, but, I mean, they're getting mentioned, and I think we should get compensated.
I would say they're getting a lot of camera time, too, so it's like.
Best Bet, hit us up.
And this is just free publicity.
3-0 count, runners on second and third.
This might be the most traffic Jonah's had on the mound all year.
Yeah, he has been.
With a .6 ERA, I mean, there's not
and
a lot
he's
of base
controlled
running.
his pitches really well. I feel like he does a good job filling up the
does.
strike zone.
Next up, the
But there have been a couple instances this year where he has gotten into trouble,
Rodriguez.
and he's done a great job pitching around it. We'll see if I jinxed him here or not, but he's done a nice job of when he does get into trouble, he
Getting
works
himself
around
out.
it.
Something to be said about that, too, man.
Especially for a reliever.
If you're a reliever, you can come in with trouble, or you know, you put the trouble on. If you can get out of it, I mean, you're gonna get the call a whole lot.
Bases loaded, nobody out for Cajigas. Gets him to go chasing in the dirt. Bases juiced.
Nice crowd, man.
0-1 on Cajigas.
We're going to call it Matt Healy night. Matt Healy bobblehead.
That's a really good pitch. Really good take from Jet there, but that's a really good pitch.
You know what's funny is I think Jet Cajigas thought it was a strike, and he went, oh.
He said, thank God.
You could see his face. He knew he got away with one right there.
You just loved it as a hitter. You take a pitch and you're just like, ah. And then they call the ball and you're like, well, yeah, heck yeah. There it is.
Cahigas up the middle. Ray on to second for one. Naismith will eat it. Throw to third. And nothing doing there. A run comes home on the ground out. Or excuse me, the fielder's choice.
And that right there is when the speed comes into play.
Absolutely. With most guys, that is an automatic double play.
Routine.
With Jet Cahigas, they're not even thinking about throwing to first base.
I got 2.5 pitches until he takes off. No way we see a third pitch with him on first base.
I am taking the under on that.
I would take the under as well.
I'd go under. Yeah,
one.
I was about to say I'd go under 1.5. He's going right away.
Usually
they're
me,
not
he
even,
likes to see a pitch
they're
or two
not
to get
even
a feel.
thinking about it. These
Sorry,
Jet
Best Bet's
Cahigas
got me in
stealing odds
shambles.
are brought to you by Best Bet. Whether you're looking for the fun zone or a fun time. All right, that's enough from me.
Come out here for free.
0-2.
I'm going to say we got to throw up a little blip on the thing.
They got to start paying before we do that.
Oh, foul. I think it's fun to just look out there and everybody's wearing a different jersey. I mean, like,
Yeah.
there's about 3 baseball games a year you'll ever see that.
I miss when they did that in the.
I
They need to
know.
bring that back in the Major League All-Star game.
I think this is the first year they are bringing that back.
Oh, they're bringing it back?
They are bringing it back.
It is about time.
No, it's nice. The team should get recognition for their guys. I mean, oh,
High fly ball, left field.
wait, play the play. Here we go.
And
Here we go.
tagging
Oh,
up,
here we
headed
go.
home. It's a good throw, and he
He's
is
dead to
out
rights.
by
What a
a
ball.
mile. George Gilson.
What a throw. Right on the money. Little long hop right in the tag zone.
Man, that was a thing of beauty coming from left field. A double play ends the inning. But Team Wilkins does get one on the board. It is 5-4.
From Denellen, Florida, number 23, Michael Ray.
Taking the mound now for Team Wilkins, we've got Brendan McKinney on the mound, and one of your pitchers who has been really good this year. And one thing about McKinney, he's got that very exaggerated overhand release. It's something you don't see too much.
He does.
Oh, what a play at third. Man, that one hot on a line. No problem at third base. For the man from the Stingrays, we got a substitution, so we're actively trying to figure out who's in, who's out.
Now batting from the Hawks.
Oh, a little Hawks matchup here. Let's go.
Hawk on Hawk right here.
The thing with McKinney is what he lacks in stuff. Like, he's not going to light up a radar gun or anything, but he just commands the strike zone. The one thing you have to do to beat him is you're just going to hit and consistently hit. He's going to give you a chance almost every single time he comes out there.
That's Zach O'Connell at third base who made that play. Rupert and McKinney both in the transfer portal.
I bet we're going to hear about this in the dugout come Saturday.
Thank you. None for you. You're working now. Thank you.
2-1 on Rupert. And McKinney is a guy that when he came in on the mound the first time I saw him pitch, I was like, I don't know about this guy. I kind of feel like it doesn't seem like he's throwing all that hard. I honestly thought he was going to get shelled. But he goes out there every time, and he is consistent. He's got 3.78 ERA, 16 strikeouts, opponents hitting 164.
He just commands the strike zone.
Oh,
man.
but Cooper Rupert's got bragging rights.
Oh, here we go. Oh, we got another one on the on-deck circle. It's going to be a real fun time in my dugout come Saturday.
Until they lose 10-0.
All right.
Next up from that
One on, one out.
From Coastal Bend College, number 11.
And Bobby Irving coming up to the plate.
Got a better record this year than last year. Way less talent.
Irving struck out his first time up.
Man, you can't believe the number of games they've been in the league, but then lost.
Irving from Coastal Bend College. 807 OPS, 4 RBIs.
That's the other mic. Just toss it over there out of the way.
Rupert's dancing on first. You think he might go in the All-Star game?
In the All-Star game, he might try to get his. But no, he's not typically a base stealer here. Surprised McKinney's out here. I mean, he threw 5 1/3, I think, 2 days ago.
Threw a gem.
Yeah, 1 or 2 hitter.
Shutout.
Helped us beat the Dolphins, best team in the league. That's the thing with the Hawks. The thing with the Hawks is we're going to go get the top guys.
Scrappy.
Yeah, we go beat the best 2 teams in the league, and the other 2 beat us, and we find ourselves at the bottom. But it's about what you do against top opponents, right? Come playoff time.
3-2 count. Runner on first with 1 out.
3-2. He might go here. I'd go here. I'd be sending him if I was at third. Now he might get thrown out. One thing with Coach Mark is he's gonna get dudes thrown out.
I wonder where you learned that from.
I like to be aggressive. I like to make them play catch. Put a little pressure on them. See what happens. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. But on offense, I try to be the aggressor. In baseball, when you're on offense, you're usually kind of on the defensive because you don't control the ball. And so I try to put the foot on the gas.
You would never guess that this guy played for Coach Chris King at Creekside in high school.
That's my guy. Shout out Coach King if you're listening.
Ball low to Irving.
Oh, and Aiden Forrest gets hit with a bat that gets tossed.
Oh, he's angry now.
A little home run derby action. Let's see if he can keep one in here.
He did put one out. One of only a couple of righties who were able to do that against the wind.
I say he hit a couple that I was like, "There's no way that stays in," and it did. And he came over. He's like, "No way those didn't leave." I was like, "I got nothing for you, really."
Forrest transferring out of Xavier. Played his high school ball at IMG Academy. 1 home run, 10 RBI this year.
Forrest is a guy, I had last summer, came back this summer, wanted to play for me. You just love when guys want to come back. he's been more of a taking a leadership role on my team, trying to encourage the young guys and the guys that hadn't played summer ball or hadn't been around this level, that what's right, what's wrong, what things can do. Oh, that's a great swing right there.
Sends one to right center field
Get up,
in
ball.
the gap, and he finds a hole. 1-run
No,
scores.
send him,
Irving
send him,
racing around
send him.
third.
Hose
He's
him,
headed to
Jack.
the plate, and the throw not
Hey,
going to
he's in
get
there.
him.
He's in there.
A 2-run triple for Aiden Forrest.
Wow, my Hawks are going off a Hawk on Hawk crime going on here.
And just like that, Forrest puts Team Entorcia back on top. We got ourselves a good game. It's 6-5.
That's what you love. I mean, we got a lot of offense going. We got some really good pitching performances. You never want to see an all-star game that's 1-0. We got dudes that they're getting after it, and you love when it's close too.
Two things that go hand in hand. A lot of offense and really good pitching performances.
It's rare.
You do get that, though, when guys are throwing one inning.
I was going to say, when they're only getting one touch, you get one inning where no one scored, and you get an inning where they're scoring a bunch.
The Hawks are going to be talking a lot about this game as Prepati takes one down. One word I can think of to describe the Hawks squad in the dugout. You guys are exuberant. You guys, a lot of great energy, always fired up, always talking.
No, it is one thing I will say is one of the big differences from my team last year to this year is I got a lot of guys that are very much engaged and very much animated, and they seem like they like each other a lot. A lot of conversation going on, a lot of encouraging each other, cheering for each other, which in summer ball, you can get a bunch of guys that are just like, I'm going to go get my 3 swings and call it a day. But I got some dudes that they really try to win ball games, and they're a good bunch. And they're fun to be around. I don't want to be out here with guys that don't have personalities or anything like that.
Especially during the dog days of summer.
Oh, it's 100 degrees out here. I'm trying to have some fun.
And win some ball games. And Jaden Neesmith, who's at the plate, has been a big part of helping you guys win a few this year.
Yeah, he has. Again, another returner there. He's been my mainstay at short. And I would say one thing about him is, I don't want. Hopefully, he doesn't hear this. It'll go to his head. But his jump from last year to this year, you can tell he's done a lot of work in the last, 365 days. Bigger, faster, stronger, a little more mature. And yeah, no, he's had a really good summer for me.
Pure baseball guy, too. He's out here hitting at 10
is.
o'clock after games and giving kids lessons, always putting in the work.
That's what I try to encourage my guys every day. Like, hey, you got to be hitting every day, doing extra. Like, the games are the games, but if you're really trying to make that next jump, it's the work you do when nobody's listening or nobody's watching and the lights are off and, you come out here. And I got a lot of guys on my team that do that. They get their fair share of money at D-Bat, hitting before.
Turns on one inside and pokes it into left field for an RBI single. Naismith drives in Forrest. Hawk brings in a Hawk.
All 3 Hawks with a hit this inning. Yeah, this is going to get real ugly in my dugout.
We've said Hawk too much this inning. It's starting to sound like a non-word.
No, I mean, we're just putting our stamp on this game. That's what the Hawks do, that we make it about the Hawks and let everybody in the park know that the Hawks are here.
I love when that happens. I don't love it, but it's a weird feeling when a word stops feeling like a word. That's what Hawk is to me right now. As that one skips through, Prepati thinking about going. He stays put at third. So Naismith also into scoring position. Runners on second and third. Still only 1 out for George Gilson.
Yeah, 1 out. Then we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hitters this inning. We have 1 out.
He threw a lot the other day.
Look at that.
I don't know what they're going to do with it. They might just go to his bullpen.
1-0 on Gilson. Gilson, I feel like, is a guy who always rises to the occasion. He is tied for the league lead in RBIs. He's got that clutch gene.
Yeah, no, he came in day one and he hit one over the scoreboard, and I was like, all right, I'm going to circle your name. I'm not going to let you beat me again. And, you know, he still destroys us, don't get me wrong, but let's say he's the one that broke it open in the first, came out ready to go. I think he had a really good year at Flagler, too. Flagler's a good little program.
Yeah, Gilson, a guy who his batting average probably isn't where he wants it to be this summer, but he's still got high OPS, 2 home runs, 17 RBIs, and he's putting together a good campaign. High on base percentage is always a good thing.
He gets on base.
The 3-1. Big swing at that one. I think he wanted to hit that one over the scoreboard.
Was he one of the home run derby guys? I can't remember.
Yes, he
He
is.
was, I was going to say.
Swings and misses there. 2 down for Andrew Stanton. Had a 2-run double his last time up.
With 2 away. The right fielder from the Sharks from Daytona State, number 25, Andrew Stanton.
Stanton 1 for 2 in this game. Down and away there. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2 outs and 2 men in scoring position. 3 runs in the inning.
Really good stop there by the catcher to not let that one go by.
Absolutely. Evan Cuervo, Noah Johnson going to talk with their man on the mound. We've got some car lights on down the left field line, so that'd probably explain it.
Please turn your headlights off. That car out in left field, please turn the headlights off.
Do they turn the headlights off?
A couple times this season I've done that and they instantly turn it off.
Ah, there we go.
You think they can hear you? Or you think like it's the guy's way? You think they can hear you?
The guy walking the dog said something. Oh, it's his car.
Well, there's also like guys in the bullpen
I
right there.
know. I'm surprised they didn't say anything. Look at that. Right on the slot. Right back to it.
2-1 on Stanton.
Stanson's a guy you need to be careful with too.
He struck out just twice this season.
Yeah, you leave him a very hittable pitch, he'll hit it. That's for sure.
2 on, 2 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Twos.
All around the pitch. Down
really good
and
stop
away.
there again by catch.
Counts full. Brady Eklund is the man on deck. Should it get to him? The 3-2 payoff pitch, blooped out into shallow right field. Cajigas going back. Cajigas makes the play. And that ends the 4th inning. Nice catch there on the run. 7-5, Team Antorcha leads after 4 on Schlick Sports. Top of the 5th inning, Eli Willis
Leading off the
now
fifth
on the
inning.
mound. And we got a hawk up here in Jack Cahigas, so why don't you give us the breakdown on Willis?
Evan Cuervo.
Honestly, really good lefty. Nasty fastball's pretty good. Runs, curveballs, hanger, but it's pretty good. Don't know velo wise, but great teammate. If you don't know, me and him could do backflips as you recorded in the past. But see, see, and then Cooper makes
Cuervo
that.
to
But yeah, that was the
over.
breaker. Really good teammate, good ball player. Where is he at school right now? Do you know?
Thomas University.
Wow. Yeah, but really good guy. Love him as a teammate.
Second in the CCBL in wins with a 4-2 record this year.
Yup.
Gives you guys a chance to win on the mound.
That's it. Well, right now I don't want him to win because he's not on my team. But
Yeah.
I'm rooting for him a little bit.
A little bit. You don't want him to win, but you want him to do well.
Exactly.
Jet, you're having yourself a really nice season this year, and the name Jet is fitting for you. You lead the league in stolen bases with 18. 18 for 18 this year.
Yes, sir.
And not to mention you're hitting 406, which ain't too shabby.
That's not bad at all. Thank God first. But yeah, I'm not trying to. But was that stolen base count as 19?
Nah, not for the All-Star game.
Okay, I got to.
What's the goal for this year? Is there
30.
a number you want to hit? 30?
Yeah.
You're on pace, I think.
I hope. Let's try to keep it up. But
This inning
2
needs
outs?
to,
Wow.
yeah, this inning needs to slow down a little
Right?
bit. Because I need to ask you some questions. What are you enjoying most about this summer?
I love being on the Hawks. Me and Castle, I'm telling the bond we got is crazy. We might not win a lot of games, do too good, but the relationship, the team chemistry is there, on and off the field too.
You build that through Siege, the video game, right?
Exactly. Not just me and Cass, that's other team, 5 of us included. So
Yeah, the Hawks always having a good time down there. Good team bond.
that's it. That's kind of what we focus on. Obviously, we try to win games, but at the end of the day, it's a kid's game, so we try to have the most fun as we can.
You just go out there and improve.
Exactly. And this league actually helps a lot with improving on all aspects type in baseball, whether it's fielding, hitting, anything, being a teammate. And yeah, that's why I love this league.
Yeah, this is your second year here, right?
Yep.
What made you want to come back?
Honestly, the Hawks. Mark Castle. That's my guy. That's it. But I'm glad I came back. I love it.
Mark Castle is actively clipping this right now. He's going to post it, put it on a resume. He is thrilled. And we're not going to hear the end of it for the rest of the night. Thank you, Jet.
Or season, exactly.
Zach O'Connell works the walk. That will bring up C.J. Murphy hitting for Jack Newman. Murphy, Northwest Florida College commit. Out of Mandarin High School. You're a Mandarin Mustang yourself.
Yeah. So I know CJ close and really proud of him for committing to that college. Really good school. And yeah, we kind of caught up this year. I haven't seen him since my senior year of high school, but I'm proud of the kid.
Playing well. He's worked his way in and getting his first look here at collegiate pitching this summer, and he has adjusted well.
Yeah.
Obviously good to make the All-Star team. What do you think about this league allows you guys to, as you said, develop as well as you do?
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of the Hawks really help, like, play freely. It's not, like, strict ball that you have to, like, you're scared to play. But, no, this is just you come out. If you mess up, no one's going to be like, oh, you did bad. We're all just going to pick each other up. So it's kind of what I'm kind of leading to as the kids' game. It's really you just have fun, you do what you do, and then you get out of here. But I love it.
Runner on first with 2 away. A 2-1 count on Murphy. Lefty on lefty, and up and in.
Kind of threw that a little hard. Radar? Not a radar.
They say people are throwing a little extra hard for this game.
Right.
Rear and back.
I think it's the fans. Gave him a +2 speed.
A little adrenaline rush. 3-2 count.
Runners got to
How
move
fun
right
is
here.
that seeing everyone out here to watch you play?
You know, it's kind of first. I've never seen this much people at a game, so it's kind of the energy's through the roof right now. I have so much adrenaline. But let's go.
As Murphy works the walk, and it seems like you're embracing your team for the night.
Yeah, it's kind of hard being a little far away from my guys, but gotta adapt.
Always at the front of the dugout, Jack Cahigas.
But
Now batting from the Turtles.
Kellen Brown stepping up to the plate,
From
1 for
Embry-Riddle,
2.
Number 14, Kellen Brown.
Is it fun getting to play with these guys who you've played across from this year? Do you get to talk with them much throughout the season, or is this a good opportunity to get to know people?
Yeah, no, I kind of talk to a lot of people throughout the season, whether that's meeting them here, back in high school. I mean, like, some of these kids I would have never thought I've met, but, yeah, I kind of try to stay in contact with as much ball players as I can. But, yeah, everyone's really nice here. And, yeah.
Good opportunity to learn from each other a bit?
Exactly, yeah.
You can be honest, though. Are you putting anything in your back pocket for the playoffs or anything?
Not at all. I'm going to, the usual me, try to bunt. Get on.
On the run, Aiden Forrest. Lays out, dives, can't make the play. 2 strikes now on Kellen Brown.
Yeah, why do you slide? That's my guy, though, so good try on that.
He laid out for it, put his body on the line in the All-Star game.
That's 110% right there.
All the time.
That's a foul ball. I'm guessing that's strike 2.
1-2 count. 2 on, 2 out.
Come on.
Willis steps on.
1.
Any bragging rights, any side bets you got going with your teammates?
Nah, Jaden's just, every time I hit, is that they're on my ear trying to talk, but not really. No. Take.
Down low, 2 and 2.
But no betting so far.
So you said, I remember talking with Brent Martineau, you said you want to become a scout, right?
Yeah. That's why I'm studying sports management. Try to. Because I'm also helping my school to, like, recruit pitching. And I've kind of, people on my team, I've talked to my coach about them. So, like, I'm already in the whole recruiting thing, and I love it so far. It's kind of good seeing people from all over and how they can perform. And, yeah, it's the love for the game.
3-2
Forrest
pitch.
dive.
Fouled away. Aiden Forrest a little out of his range as it's on to the other field. Does this kind of help you at all being out here and getting some experience recruiting those guys?
Yeah, no, for sure. It opens up, like, and especially, like, public speaking, like, so many people that I don't know, and I'm just, for example, I didn't know too many people in the Hawk except Castle and the OG, but, like, yeah, but it's good knowing, getting to know people. I love it.
2 on, 2 out. Runners will be in motion. Put something in the gap, and they're both scoring.
Come on. We need this.
Let's have Jackie Higas do the play-by-play for this.
3-2 pitch. Runners. Oh, come on.
Foul
away. My bad.
You're off to a good start.
That's it. It's like the 3rd foul. Come on. All right, same thing. 3-2, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners are moving. Come on. Get a little gapper here. Wind up, runners running. Ball, that's it. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Is this?
Yeah, after getting the first 2 out on the ground, Jet, I think you're in the hole right now.
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
I'll let you go and get down there, get on the field, because Jackie Higas be coming up to bat here soon. Jet, what's your approach going to be up at the plate?
Well, this is a little different because I'm going righty if I hit, so.
Have you hit righty before? You switch hitter?
Yeah. I've been switch hitting since I was 5, but we'll see how I do against Eli. Just sit fastball and try to no bunting on this one.
Well, let's see it. Jackie Higas, appreciate you joining the broadcast.
Thank you for having me.
We'll let him get back down to the dugout as swinging at this one for a strike. Jackson Garnecki. Now it's Jackie Higas with the Hawks out of Glenville State.
Don't worry, I didn't pay him to say those good words. I know what you're thinking.
I don't know. I think I saw you open up the Venmo.
No, don't say that, Noah. No, but he's right. I just try to keep the clubhouse loose. You know, it's summer ball. I want them to have the best experience they can with learning. You know, that's the interesting situation you're in as a summer ball coach. Is you're trying to win ball games. You're trying to put them in the right place to win ball games. We're also trying to help them and get them their development and put them in situations that they're probably not used to being in.
This one to the backstop, and coming home and scoring is Zach O'Connell. And it is 7-6. Tying run at third. Go-ahead run on second for Team Wilkins. A 1-2 count. What do you think Willis going to right here?
Willis likes to live and die by his breaking ball, especially lefty-lefty. I wouldn't be surprised you get a slider here. Fastball away.
And it worked
Beautiful
to
pitch.
perfection. Paints the black.
What do I know?
And ends the inning. 7-6. Well, according to Jack Higas, I'm pretty sure you're the man and you know all. We'll get more of that great knowledge from Mark Castle when we come back for the bottom of the fifth.
It was a combo thing. Oops.
Bottom of the fifth inning now, as we've got a new pitcher on the mound, uncommitted, class of 2025, Tucker Floyd. 19.1 innings pitched this season. He's got 20 strikeouts and a 221 opponent batting average. This is a guy with a good heater, good breaking ball.
City Community College, number 29.
Makes hitters look silly,
Brady Eklund.
especially when he's filling up that strike zone. And for this inning, we're joined here by Fran Delaney with the CCBL. Mark Castle has been relieved of his duties for the fifth inning. He will be back later, but for this inning, we got Fran Delaney, umpire and partner here at the CCBL. Fran, great to have you on the broadcast.
Thanks for having me. Excited to be here. Great night tonight at the ballpark.
Absolutely. Is this the biggest crowd you guys have gotten before?
Yes, by probably quite some. Yeah, maybe. I think we counted about 115.
And we're getting a good game as well, 7-6. It has been exciting back and forth and a lot of offense.
Paul D. Camp Community College, number 16, David Salcedo.
So let's talk about the CCBL and how it's grown over the past few years. Where have you seen the most growth? What are you most excited about with this league and what you've seen?
Just the basic growth when it comes to it, and also just the talent that has shown up here over the years. Not that we didn't have talent at the beginning. We were just an unknown league. So, you know, we didn't have the amount of guys, but the guys showing up now, some of the local guys bringing some guys down from, different parts of the country coming across. And really the thing that we're most excited about is how great, the guys are. I mean, they're very well behaved, so to speak. They have a good time. And, they're here to work, and they like putting in the time. So we really enjoy that part of it. And I think they're having a good time.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting great reviews up here so far. Some good clips for you.
Yeah, that's exciting. That's awesome. We appreciate the job you're doing, too, with the clips. It's, I know your mentor over here. I'm just kidding. Our guy from last year, Matt, here, is up in the booth helping out, and he's done a great job, and you have, too. And that's really gone a long way because the first couple of years, the media guy was me and Chris, which is like, it's like the Three Stooges and two guys trying to put media together. But it was it's how you grow in the league, and we're learning every year. We get feedback from the players, the coaches, the fans, and everybody we can just to make sure that we're getting what we need for the following year. Like shorter fences in the home run derby.
I think we just need to choose a better day for it.
We'll try to in Florida. You know, choosing a better day in Florida. Is,
I think here's what you got to do. You got to do it at 7 a.m.
7 a.m. Yeah, good luck with that. These guys ain't getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning.
I know, I'm not.
I know Mark Castle wouldn't get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. He's just getting in.
Salcedo takes a close pitch for a ball. Runners on first and second.
Next up, the second baseman
for
from
Michael
the
Ray.
Turtles from Denellen, Florida, number 23, Michael Ray.
I'll tell you, it is a gorgeous night out, and the weather's helped us. Everyone seems to be having a good time. Players are having some fun.
What have you enjoyed most about this season and tonight?
Just the excitement. I mean, you know, people are here to come watch. We're hearing great feedback from everybody. I think the guys are having fun. And most of all, it's some really good baseball being played. I mean, we had a nice double play there earlier, nice play on the tag up and throwing the guy out the plate to end the inning. You know, a lot of good things like that. That's what you want to see in an all-star game. It's not – last year wasn't so good when it comes to one team. One team got shut out. However, this year it looks like it's really competitive. So I think Rick and Trent did a great job.
Oh, nice backhand at
What a
short.
great play.
Kellen Brown showing out for the All-Star game. Quite the highlight there. How about that? Backhands off bounds, fires a strike to second base. You're just talking about that. We're seeing some pretty good baseball out here, and another nice play with the glove.
Number 1, Cooper Rupert.
Yeah, I think they're staying competitive, but they're enjoying the game, so that's a good thing to see.
Absolutely. You love to see the teammates out there. You saw Salcedo and Cajigas kind of embrace after the hard slide there on second. Just had Cajigas up here talking about how he's split. He's got his guy Willis on the mound. He wants him to do well, but he wants him to lose.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about this. You know, we and Chris were talking about it earlier, just looking on the field, and we're like, well, they all have the colored jerseys on, right? Dark jerseys, and we're like, who's playing for who? We're like, who's the home team? Who's the away team?
You're not the only ones. I keep having to look towards the scoreboard.
I know it's difficult, but it's a lot of fun.
It is, and it's great to see the teams being mixed together and having that represented through the uniforms.
Yeah, because you have a lot more fun that way when you compete. You know, I'm sure anyone that's been in baseball knows inter-squad games are always a lot of fun. You know, and they're talking a lot of trash back and forth. So this is kind of what it's like from that standpoint. And the greatest thing is the winner, whoever wins, that team will get the home field advantage for the championship game.
How about that?
Both of them will be playing here, by the way.
Yeah. So how is that decided with the home field advantage since we have all teams represented on both teams?
There isn't. That's the whole point. There is no home field advantage. The team with the best record will bat as the home team. And Mark Castle just told me it would be the Hawks, just so anyone listening on the field said they're going to make a big comeback in the second half.
Yeah. Let's see. What are the Hawks? Let's fact check Mark Castle live. So we got the bases loaded after the walk, and got a
Now
new
into
hitter.
the game from the Sharks and Augusta University.
This
number
is Dune
23,
Staniszewski.
Dune Staniszewski.
Love this kid's name.
Oh, we were just talking about
What a
it.
great
Best
name
name in the league. The Hawks are 5 games back right now, so it's possible. They're going to have to do some work, though, to catch up to the Dolphins.
They will, but we've seen, to be honest with you, we've seen in a lot of the seasons where even some teams that don't look good during the regular season necessarily to get in the playoffs, and they play well, so it doesn't take much. I mean, there's only 2 playoff games in the championship, so.
And the Hawks could definitely do that. They seem to compete well against those top teams.
They do. They're competing. They're out there working hard, and the kids are getting better. And that's the good thing we see. Just kids getting better during the season is really important to us because we are developmental, and we like seeing that. That's the exciting part. And just seeing everyone out here and the community involved in it was great. Frank being out here, being very great to us on the working here at Bregan Field, and Jared Simmons and the whole team for walk-off does a great job, and then locally coaches. Parents, our sponsors, all that stuff. It's just come such a long way. If you were here, and Mark was here, I think in the first season. Some of the other players were here first season. If you were here for that, Caleb was here for first season. I know it. We thought it was great, and then we look back and think what we got now compared to what we have. And it wasn't. It was good. It was a start, but it's
you got to start somewhere.
You do, and I know that Thursday night when the players were showing up, I looked at Chris. I said, "You think they're all going to show?" We had no idea what to expect. So But it's been a great ride. I mean, I tell you what, it's been enjoyable to see it grow, and we hope it grows some more. We need more pitchers.
5 years in, right?
5 years in, yeah.
It's crazy to see where it's at already, and you can only imagine where it's going to be 5 years from now.
Yeah, we'll have a dome stadium. Just kidding.
Take over Tropicana down in Tampa.
Ooh, no thank you. I'd rather play here.
It's a great spot to play.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but I ain't going down to Tampa. We're staying right here in Jacksonville. This is what it's for. And we talked about that when we first started. We didn't want the players to be all about just baseball. We want them to come to enjoy Jacksonville, too. We got a lot of local kids, and it's nice these kids that, can talk to kids about what's going on, whether it's down at the beach or things to do in Jacksonville, because that's important to us. And the community's backing us, again. Done such a great job here.
Staniszewski draws the walk.
Hawks in from
And Aiden Forrest coming up to the plate. Forrest, one of the guys who have returned this year after previously playing in the CCBL. How great is that for you guys to see when you have players coming back?
It's awesome. We'd love to have everybody back, but our goal is, we want them to get better. And if they get better in this league and have a good season, they have to go to a league that's a little bit bigger or older than us or been a while. That's a good thing for us. Yeah, like Nate, he's going on to the Northwoods League. Tonight was his last time pitching here for us, and he's been with us a couple of years, and it's more exposure for him, and it's more probably competitive for him a little bit, and we're excited for him. I gave him a little bit of ribbing earlier about leaving, that he was a quitter, but I was just joking with him, and he gave great feedback on how everything was going compared to just 2 years ago when he was here. And how it's going now.
Now batting with two away,
and it's great to see, and we will follow him. Chris and I will make sure we see what's going on with him up there and check in on them, and that's the whole thing. Anything we do for these guys to get them in a better place in their baseball lives or regular lives, we're here to do that for them.
Northwoods League, that's a great spot, and congratulations to Nate. Can't wait to see what he does up there.
Oh.
The Midwest, as Prepati sends this one back to Tucker Floyd, who fields his position and ends the
That was a
inning.
pitcher. Wasn't it? Pitcher made a play.
Hey, pitchers are athletes too. 1 run home for Intorsia here in the bottom of the 5th. It is 8-6 as we hit the 6th. Fran Delaney, thank you for joining me here.
Anytime.
On
Appreciate what you do,
Sports.
Noah. We appreciate what you do for us.
Back after this break at the Bregan Baseball Complex.
From Middle Georgia State, number 25, Noah Johnson.
Top of the 6th inning now as Alex Blackman takes the mound. A man from the Sharks with the funkiest delivery in the CCBL, and that's saying something because we got some funky ones out here. As I'm joined now by Evan Cuervo here in the top of the 6th inning, home run derby champion and one of the top hitters in the CCBL. Evan, great to have you on the broadcast.
Yeah, great to be here. First time up in the press box. Feels good.
It's a good view,
got
isn't
a good
it?
view. Got a
yeah,
good view.
You get the full view of the palm trees on both sides. It's very visually pleasing up here.
Yeah.
As Evan, you're coming off of a victory in the home run derby. How you feeling after that?
Yeah, I feel great. You know, it wasn't just me. I had a teammate or with me. His name is Ryan Hansen, and he contributed. It's co-champions. The Dolphins won.
Yeah, got the Hansen with the big home run there that helped propel you guys to the win in the final round, and you bring it home for the Dolphins. Got to feel good for the team and representing the Dolphins.
Yeah, feels great. Hopefully we can get the real trophy at the end.
Well, you're looking good right now.
Yeah.
Leading the league, 1 game ahead of the Turtles. Where do you feel like you guys have grown the most throughout the season?
Just playing together. I mean, when you come into these summer leagues, you don't really know anybody, and I think we've gelled well over the halfway point of the season, and really just playing as one, playing for each other, more so than just individual stats.
How about for you personally, though? You take a look at what you've done this summer. You're coming from hold on, that one is driven to left center field.
Get out,
back
ball.
Towards the wall. It is. Did that bounce off the top of the wall?
Yeah. Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
They're calling it a double.
I'm in the hole right now.
Dude, get out of here. We'll get you in the bottom half. Or you're in the hole right now.
I'm in the hole, yeah.
Oh,
I am.
Yeah, you should probably get down there.
Probably so.
We'll get Evan Cuervo later.
Yeah, I'll come back.
Come up for the 7th.
I'll come back.
Well, Evan Cuervo's got to go hit.
Sorry, bud. You're good.
He's got to do something good, though, if he's leaving us, right? Like,
I'm thinking, yeah.
You would think.
Wouldn't it be cool if he goes yard?
That he's going to.
He's going to
He's
go
gonna
yard.
point up to the booth.
He's going to run back up here, and he's going to tell us how he did it.
I'm not going to lie. When I was a player, when the guys threw submarine like this, I had no shot. Absolutely no shot.
Especially when those guys have velocity.
Oh, if they're throwing any bit of 75 plus, I've got no answer for them.
I remember when I was in playing rec ball when I was I played up when I was 14, and I was playing with like 15, 16-year-olds, and it stank. But especially when a submariner came in throwing 81.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I got no answer for that. I go cross-eyed looking at it. I got nothing.
It's
now batting from the Stingrays.
It's something else.
Number 17, Vic Patel.
As we've got Vic Patel coming up to the plate.
See if we can get a little 2-out ribby for
our guy Evan Cuervo on
Team
deck.
Wilkins. Oh, here we go. He's up. Putting the batting gloves on as he walks to the plate.
Evan Cuervo, fresh from the booth.
Here's the thing.
He's looking up here. He sees us.
It's one of those things where he's either going to hit a home run or strike out, you know?
Now batting the first
and we'll wear either one of those.
From Lutz, number 25, Evan Cuervo.
I should have just had him bring a mic down with him.
Oh, no. We're going to take all the credit, though, when he goes deep here. But if he strikes out, it's not our fault.
No, it's not our fault at all. It's his fault. He should have come up here at a different time.
Oh, no. Ball. Yeah, look at that. No, he's locked. He's locked.
Pay attention to the freaking batting order. It looks like the good thing is the crowd stayed. Yeah, it's incredible.
Runners on first and second. 2 outs. Cuervo takes down and away. They're throwing to second, and they've got Patel.
Wow. Oh. Wow. Way to be heads up, throwing it to second there.
Yeah, I love it.
We'll get Cuervo at some point, probably after his at-bat in the 7th. But for now, Team Wilkins puts up a donut in the 6th. Team Entorsia trying to add some insurance ahead of the 7th inning when we come back on Schlick Sports.
Jaden Naismith.
Bottom of the 6th inning, and it is Jaden Naismith coming up to the plate. Jaden with a single and hit by a pitch back in the 1st inning.
I think Judge is a hitting this year.
Naismith coming up to the plate.
I'm sorry, 380. Oh, sorry.
Oh, fouls the first one off. Ex-teammates here. Floyd was on the Hawks last year. He's on the Dolphins this year. There's no hard feelings. There's a little bit of hard feelings.
Ty Floyd on the mound.
362 right now.
The question was it his choice?
Would have been so cool to hit.
No, I think he signed up late, and my roster was full. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt on that one.
He's in the portal, Ty Floyd, and he has been phenomenal this year. Tied first in the league in strikeouts, league leader in wins. He's got a 5-0 record, struck out 26 in 19 innings. He has been really good this year. Take a look. That is a beautiful baseball sky over there.
Yeah, it is.
It's
pretty out here. I say that every time, especially when we get under the lights and the palm trees. They got nice little lights on the palm trees, and they're lit up. It's always a great time at the break.
They nailed the design out here.
Yeah, they really did. It's nice just to have a little turf complex in the area. I mean, I think this is the only one around. There's a couple like football fields and stuff, but when it comes to a ball field, the nice thing is, it rains every afternoon in Florida, so when we're here, all we got to do is just wait till it's not raining and we're ready to go.
You're gonna slide about 10 feet farther, but
yeah,
it'll be
it's more fun though, It's like on a slip and slide.
Yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Breaking ball sent to short,
bang, bang
charging,
play. This is gonna be a bang, bang
first.
Play. Oh.
Not in time. Good hustle there from Jaden Naismith.
The Hawks, there's one thing you can say about them, man. We just play hard. We just run hard 90s. Just get after it.
That'll bring up the
Tyler Grazilla, the first base coach.
College, number 22.
He mans first base
George
more
Gilson.
than anyone else in the league, I think. I'm telling you, that kid's going to coach in the future.
Oh, yeah. No, the kid absolutely just loves ball. And, I was the same way as a player. Just he eats, sleeps, and breathes it. And that's what it's all about, really. And, those are usually the guys that end up coaching or have some kind of influence on the game somewhere along the line. Now, we'll say Arroyo back here behind the plate's got a good arm. Naismith's a good runner. Let's see if we get some action here.
Teammate versus teammate.
He is laboring a little patella injury.
Oh,
he's going to go.
There's the throw. Oh, it would have been even better because Kahigas would have tagged him out. But ball gets away, and Naismith into scoring position.
Look, these two are going to sit there and yap at second base.
The duo up the middle for the Hawks. Runner in scoring position with nobody out.
Yeah, fireworks.
Oh, we got
just
fireworks.
Did you see him, though?
No.
Maybe that's what the cameraman Matt was pointing at. Happy 4th, everybody. Independence Day tomorrow.
Come on, come back. Every time, you guys might think I'm insane right now.
It's July 3rd in Florida. They're shooting fireworks.
When I was little, one of my teammates growing up, we used to always go out and get fireworks July 5th because they're, half off. And just rip them all day, every day. Ooh, there's one. Did you see that?
I'm watching.
Next
Oh,
up,
yeah.
the
That's
right fielder from the Sharks and Daytona State, number 25.
good size, too.
Andrew Stanson.
Sorry, my ADHD is kicking.
Dude, I got it, too. I'm right there with you.
I just see lights, and, I got to turn.
Runners on first and second.
Now, this Stanson, I know I said this earlier, but this dude can hit.
Had a 2-run double back in the 3rd. 2 more ducks on the pond here.
We're looking at the fireworks over there in the distance.
Hey, they're going to probably get Grazilla another at-bat, although out of order or whatever.
Okay.
He only has 1 at-bat.
Yeah, it's no
2-0.
I'm just peeping on deck circle now.
They asked me, they're like, can you put him? I said, yeah.
Yeah,
As long as you're not putting the guy in to try to get, a hit, whatever.
Yeah,
Oh, a little
throw
back
to
door.
first. Oh, no.
Off the face. No, someone's got to cover home.
Well, hope Gilson's all right, first of all.
Out. It was a ball.
Naismith advanced to third.
See, that's what I wish we had replay. See it slow-mo. We get the cameraman on that. We'll up the broadcast next year.
We hope Gilson's okay.
Nah, he's okay. He's okay.
If he's
okay. Acting like nothing even happened.
He said to Orioles he got an arm though. He threw that in there.
He
did.
Good. He did. It's scary.
It's baseball players. You guys are gonna act like it doesn't hurt, but be like crying on the inside.
Oh, statue take from Stanson 3-0. Didn't even move a muscle.
Taken all the way, and it worked. Oh, there's the fireworks. You guys get to see the fireworks on the screen. Oh, we got 3 in a row. That's a pretty good show over there.
That's great work from their cameraman.
I wonder if it's the jumbo shrimp.
Nah, that's way
too far away.
Yeah.
Here's why
great work from the cameraman. He deserves all the credit on that one.
Here's why I say that is because I used to live in Iowa, right? And you can see out there, like, you can see fireworks up to 20 miles away.
That's fair.
We had a minor league baseball team there, the Quad Cities River Bandits, and we'd watch their fireworks from 20 miles away during the 4th of July.
I couldn't tell you where that.
So it's not that stupid of a suggestion for me.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It wasn't a horrible take.
Not the right direction.
Oh, so I have Google Maps, so I don't know north, south, and all that stuff.
No, that's irrelevant these days.
I look on my phone or even my rear view mirror has the north-south on it.
Oh, sure. Here's our guy.
Strikeout swinging there for Eklund brings up Tyler Grazilla.
Now batting from the Stingrays from Toronto, Canada, number 5, Tyler Grazella.
All right, I'm calling it now. Double. Just so everybody in the cast knows, I got a double coming right here.
First pitch from Ty Floyd up high. Ball 1.
Oh. So he's wanting to get his.
1-1.
I really like just seeing the best in the league all in one spot, you know. You can't really beat that. It really shows what the CCBL is really working with.
Good talent out here and a lot of guys who just want to get better.
Absolutely. Every guy we brought up is just here for the grind and to, you know, really just enjoy the game, which is
good curveball.
That's the name of the game. You know, we get as college baseball players, we get all wrapped up in numbers and this and that and coach and transfer and all that. But it's just like at the end of the day, man, it's just we're playing a kid's game and we get to do it longer than most.
Bases loaded. Good take there from
We got a
Grazilla.
3-2 count. Gonna get some action one way or another here.
Ty Floyd trying to bear down into the windup. Swing and a miss. Got him with the heater.
I'll wear that. I'm going to tell him after the game that it's my fault.
Now batting with 2 away from the Turtles.
Rick Wilkins going out to talk to Floyd on the mound. And it looks like we're going to get a pitching change here, get someone some work ahead of the 7th. And Christian Harrington coming into the game out of the bullpen. When we return, bases loaded, 2 outs. Team Wilkins trying to keep it a 2-run game. Team Entorsia trying to add to their lead.
Knocking on the door.
For real? Right for
Bottom of the 6th inning. New pitcher coming into the game, Christian Harrington from Bruton Parker. He leads the league in innings pitched and is tied first in strikeouts. Got to get a little entrance song going here for the bottom of the sixth. Got me moving a bit.
No, great song.
If you were a closer, what would you enter the game to?
Probably something, like classic rock, something like hard and like grungy like that.
I'd go. AC/DC's got some good ones.
Very good band there.
I'd go with.
After a closer.
I feel like Hell's Bells is one
Hell's
of the best.
Bells. I was gonna say that. That was on one of the first songs on my mind. I was gonna say I think a couple years ago, my college team, I think our closer used Hell's Bells.
Hell's Bells. Back in Black's a good option.
Back in Black.
AC/DC's got some hits.
They really do. They really do. They're still on tour. I don't know if y'all saw that. They're still.
No way.
In Tampa a few weeks ago.
Really? Yeah. No, they're still kicking.
I'd go to an AC/DC concert.
I would too. Shout out them.
Oh, we got someone in the box. PA announcer Rick Kane has been to he just went to one. Are they still good?
That night they were.
That night they were.
I was gonna say I've seen some things where they've had some off nights.
Yeah.
But when you've been doing it for that long,
They're a rock band too.
You can, yeah, I was gonna say
you never know what you're gonna get.
You can have some off nights.
Michael Ray at the plate. Christian Harrington on the mound. Bases loaded, 2 away. The 1-0. Make it 2-0.
Just a bit outside. Ooh.
3 now. Harrington's got to find his zone.
Nowhere to put him. Tough spot to be thrown in. 2 outs, bases loaded.
Got to get his work in, though. Get his all-star appearance.
Oh, 3-0 G.
It's the all-star game. You're getting a heater.
Green light. Green light.
Go
now,
for
was
it.
it ball 4? Maybe. No, it was. But. Oh.
A little low. He walked him. Close pitch, but a good take from Ray. And it is now 9-6. Team Entorsia.
Now batting
Brings
from
up
the
Rupert.
Gainesville, Florida, number
Wilkins
1.
can keep this within a 3-run ball game. I mean, they really got a shot here with. What is this, bottom 6?
Yeah, top of the 7th coming up.
Top 7 coming up.
Felt bad.
They got the heart of their lineup, though.
I just realized Harrington was alone out in the left field bullpen. I think it was just him out there before they called him in.
No, I saw someone out there. I think it was just a pitcher, though. I don't know if he had a catcher out there, but he was throwing to somebody. Somebody was throwing the ball back. Oh!
What did we miss?
Did we get that on camera?
No, we didn't.
Oh, and Torchio almost got hit again. He's been slowly creeping back and further and further away since the first inning laser beam off the ankle. I got hit in the calf this year.
It's not a good feeling.
No, it's not. I got a calf shot earlier this summer.
Bases loaded. 2 outs, 2 strikes.
Curveball
froze him.
Got him.
Nice pitch there from Harrington.
Here we go, Team Wilkins. Let's
Team
go
Wilkins,
put one together right here.
Down 3, trying to put together a last-minute comeback when we come back on Schlick Sports.
No, he's not. He just threw him in there. Cuervo's on deck, is he not?
Yeah, Cuervo's on deck, and we are back. Top of the
Little
7th
all-star.
inning.
All-star finagle the lineup. This is David Arroyo.
Welcome back, and as Mark Castle just said, David Arroyo up at the plate for Team Wilkins trying to muster a comeback against Kaysen Sherling from Edward Waters.
Oh,
First pitch swinging
Oh!
out to Naismith.
Oh, is he
just
on?
missed on the throw. And
Oh,
now
he didn't
Arroyo,
catch
he's
it.
chugging for 2. He's into scoring position. David Arroyo
Here we
with the
go.
hustle.
First guy on.
Love to see it from the catcher.
We got what, 3, 4, 5 coming up?
You got Cuervo. You got someone on deck. We're getting a bunch of substitutions, so. On deck, we have got
And now batting the first baseman from the Dolphins.
Cooper
from
Rowell.
Woods, Florida, number 25, Evan Cuervo.
Cuervo coming up.
So I always said.
Oh, look at the Hawks. They're going at it.
Early in the season, I said Lutz, and then he was mic'd up for Brent Hartnell. Brent Hartnell goes, "Oh, you played at Steinbrenner? You're from the Tampa area?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm from Lutz."
Cuervo up at the plate.
Lutz now.
I always thought it was Lutz.
Me too.
Takes one down and away, 1-0.
I think each city should have the pronunciation guide.
Oh,
Drives this one to right.
Get the moves.
Get up.
Get
Get
the
up.
moves.
See you
We called it.
later.
We called the homer. We called the homer.
Evan
It wasn't that
Cuervo
at bat.
takes the magic of the booth down to the field, and it's a 1-run game.
Point it. Point it.
Come on, Evan.
Give us some love.
Come on, Evan.
Give us some love. Yay!
Fans, that home run was brought to you by the Mandarin Moose Lodge.
A 2-run bomb.
Not sure if you made this
for the
connection,
Derby
but
champion.
Evan was the home run Derby champion earlier today, and now goes deep in the All-Star game.
And we got a 1-run game with nobody out. All you got
Now
to do is
batting
put
the
a
third
runner
baseman
on.
From the Stingrays and Weber International University, number 23, Cooper Rowell.
Now you're just one runner away.
That's amazing.
You got to love the.
Come on, Evan. Get up here.
They say the last 3 are the hardest 3 to get. And here he comes. Here he comes.
All right, we're going to get Evan Cuervo's thoughts on the home run. He's jogging up here.
Look, he's gassed.
He's on top of it.
With the
He has
adrenaline's
not
going.
stopped running since he hit the home run. He went around the bases, ran to the dugout. Now he's running up here, getting fist bumps from the fans. Evan Cuervo just went deep, and now he's back on the broadcast. Evan, I think we got to get you on here more often.
How about that? How about that?
Nice little point to the booth at the end. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Man, magic of the booth, huh?
Yeah, something about it. Hey, they took that bat away from me in the last inning. They stole with two outs. Give me that next one.
Who do you think gets credit for that? Who gets the credit for the home run?
Definitely the booth.
All right,
Definitely the booth. Y'all took the edge off. I mean, just go out there and have fun.
How about that? And we got our all-star moose because of it. Rowell goes down on strike, so let's talk about what you see on that pitch that allowed you to lift one out.
It was just right in my wheelhouse. Middle fastball. Can't miss those.
That's your first in-game home run of the year.
That is. Felt good.
Are we going to see more after the Derby, you think?
I mean, I hope so.
You got that feeling for it now.
Yeah. I've heard stories about guys in the bigs that go to the Derby and they hit really good after that. I don't know what it is, just something about it.
Get that good feel going.
Yeah.
Well, Evan, you were having a really good season out here. Where do you feel like – I'm not sure if I asked you this question before you were in and out of here. I think I was asking you this question when you had to go. But where do you feel like you've seen the most progress this summer for yourself?
For myself personally?
Yeah.
I think I'm just seeing the baseball a lot more. It's not easy to hit in the 3-hole. The pitchers you're circled in the lineup, and I mean they're giving you their best every time. So, I mean it's really just about seeing pitches and swinging at strikes no matter what they are. If they're fastballs, if they're off speed, if it's a strike and in the zone, I think I can hit anything really.
Is it giving you a good amount of confidence as well, just hitting as well as you have?
Yeah. There was a stretch in the season where I slumped a little bit, but I mean that happens to everybody. It's about taking every at bat as if you're 0 for 0. It doesn't matter what you did in the at bat before. Every at bat's a new at bat.
Do you know? Are we going to play the bottom of the 7th if it's still?
I hope so.
We're trying to get word.
I'm gassed, man.
That
That home run. Oh, firewood.
Little broken
Look at his
bat.
handle. Look at his handle. That's
Oh,
all.
he lost. That bat split into thirds. How about that? You don't see that very often, do you?
No. No, you don't.
2 outs. He got the fireworks going off. Hey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They heard that Evan Cuervo went deep, and they decided to give the grand finale. It's a little delay on it, but the broadcast is delayed. You know, they were watching and just got the word a little late. Where are you at right now? Your process this summer and trying to find where you're going to play next season.
Nothing really. Crickets. I've reached out to a couple schools, but I haven't heard anything back. I'm just looking for a place to play in Florida. Really. I got 1 year left, and I know it's hard to give scholarship money to a guy with 1 year, but I mean, I have really good grades, and I have bright futures money, so school's going to be cheap no matter where I go, and I really just need a spot more than anything, just a chance to prove myself.
Well, we'll be rooting for you and keep mashing here in the CCBL, and I think
that's the game.
That's the game for the CCBL All-Star Game. Evan, thanks for joining us here in the booth. Congrats on the Derby win and the home run. That was awesome.
Thank you.
And congrats to Team Entorcio on their 9-8 win in the CCBL All-Star Game. Big thank you to Mark Castle, everyone else who was up here helping out with the broadcast and joined me for this game. This was a fun night. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you next time back here on Schlick Sports.